ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Originally, I would not be streaming on a Sunday because I usually work on Sundays. Unfortunately, I had problems with securing a ride to work and back, so that's why we are here streaming today. So I'm actually a little pissed off right now because of like real life and shit. This snuck up on me out of fucking nowhere, and grinding in this game is already bad enough as it is, but I can't even start the proper fucking grind because I don't have the guy fully maxed out yet. So I have to go through all this garbage to get to him still. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Because he's streaming now.
It's the fucking worst feeling.
Sorry.
Because I'm over here ready just to get right into the fucking grind, and I have to go through this entire bullshit to level up to level 20. Hello, Red, that's good to see you again. I don't expect this stream to get too many views, all things considered, because it is on a completely random day. Let me just turn this bad boy off. Yeah, so I had trouble with the stream fucking earlier because Microsoft Edge released their new browser. So I was trying to stream off Microsoft Edge, but that did not end well. I can't help but wonder if Google like does things to their competitors to prevent them from being able to like use their freaking software more effectively. Because Google owns YouTube, so it only makes sense that Google would make like YouTube run better on Chrome than it would like on a different browser. This fucking sucks. The fact that I'm stuck using the Alexandrite, or the fact that I'm going to be stuck here having to farm Alexandrite, I just cannot get over this. Like, we'll probably be done within like an hour with Alexandrite to get him to fucking 20 if we're lucky. I mean, a lot of people give fucking Microsoft's browsers shit, but Microsoft's browsers are pretty fucking good, all things considered. Well, Google already owns YouTube, Valeria or Ozra. I don't know which one to go with here. AV. So they already own YouTube. There's nothing to dominate there. Although that being said, I do prefer using Edge over Chrome. Edge is a lot more fluid and smooth. I don't know if Edge is actually better overall, but it feels better, at least on Windows. I can say that 100% certainty. I am on the stream channel chat, so at some point I expect one of the other guys will show up to chat. Didn't Google always own YouTube? No, YouTube used to be its own thing, and then somewhere along the way, fucking Google was like, hey, we want you. And Google's like, okay, well, or YouTube's like, okay, yeah, we'll join you. Yeah, because it wasn't always the case where they were owned by Microsoft, or where they were owned by Google. That was more of a recent acquisition. Okay, so where the fuck is this idiot? I fucking hate the fact that I have to level him up still. Like, game, you see I'm ready for the content. Okay, so he's not completely behind. Oh, he's an HP. Oh, that's such a garbage. Oh, no wonder I never fucking used him. Actually, that's a flat heal, though. 20%? Oh, is that, who the hell is that good for? Fucking Dark Knight Cecil? The fuck is this? There's also new banners as well, which I will be pulling on as well, because hopefully my stream luck will kick in, but honestly, I don't really care for these banners. So, I already got this banner sorted out. I'm skipping this one because I can't afford to do it anymore. And we got two new banners.
Sorry about that.
These two characters are actually pretty busted in this meta. And he sucks. She's alright though. So hopefully I can get her EX because I wanted to get it a while back, but I didn't have the resources to pull for or to get it. And I can't pull for it anymore because even though we're doing Alexandrite, burst weapons are coming out like later this month, I think, or next month.
In the name of Father, Father, Son, Holy
Based
Spirit.
on that sound,
Amen.
I take it it's Alan.
What?
Christ, keep people away.
Yeah, I thought so. Good to see you, Alan. 10.
Good to see you too. For some reason, I still have the volume button.
Ha! Damn, that's good.
So what are you playing?
I'm playing Opera Omnia. Damn. That's that streamer luck right there.
Opera Omnia?
Yeah, Opera Omnia.
Okay.
Alright. King of Fighters also is getting annoying. I just want to level up my characters and unlock new ones. Okay, so King of Fighters All Stars. The problem with All Stars, and I've been playing All Stars for a while, so I can vouch for this. I've been playing since it came out on global. Getting new characters is not exciting in All Stars because it's such a pain in the ass to level up characters all the way. 5, 6, 7. Hot damn 8. No. Did it seriously give me 2 of the same fucking sword? I must be fucking crazy. I must be fucking blind. Did it seriously give me 2 of the same fucking sword? I was so excited, and the game's like, go fuck yourself. Yeah, so with that game in particular, yeah, you're not very excited for new characters because building up new characters is fucking annoying as hell. And then they added the awakening system. Oh man, everyone hates the awakening system. It was a terrible decision, and they've implemented it so badly. It's like, what is this? No, I don't do Kingdom Hearts. That's Mangler's department.
I don't even know if I want to finish Kingdom Hearts 2.
Is there a reason you don't like it or something?
I don't know. It's just that ever since when I played Persona 5, I just didn't feel like playing it anymore.
Is Persona 5 that much better than Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
Well, at least you're honest about it. I mean, the different types of games. Well, go ahead.
I mean, I really enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 1 for what it was worth, but that final boss nearly made me rage.
Don't you fight freaking like Xemnas at the end, don't you?
Like it was bad. Ansem was just
okay. I guess
a nightmare.
Oh, let's go ahead and keep it there for now.
I've faced hard boss fights before, but Ansem is a lot harder than Virgil Final Fight Part 3.
Well, it might be just more due to the controls more than anything else. Alright, so let's actually go and level up her fucking weapon. That is pretty freaking good.
Come to think of it, I think the best Virgil boss fight in DMC3 is actually the second one.
Oh, it's fine, Alan. You're entitled to your opinion.
What, you like the first one the best? The first Virgil boss fight in 3?
No, I like the last one.
I just thought the second one was just well balanced.
I'm sure there are many who would agree with you on that one. I hate the Awakening. I got my character 78 and I hate the Soul and Elemental Soul bullshit. Dude, be fucking grateful that there's generic Soul, because I've played mobile games where generic Soul doesn't even fucking exist. Like, that's what I'm going to say there on that one. Like, yeah, I don't like it. I agree with you. But be grateful generic Soul exists in any capacity in that game. Because there are many games that do not have generic Soul at all. Yeah, so unfortunately, this is gonna be much more like I can play some like King of Fighters later, but this is gonna be a much more Opera Omnia focused stream because I've missed out on multiple grinds, and because I've missed out on multiple fucking grinds, I have to try and get this one done as quickly as possible, and then I gotta go back to the last grinding section to get all those resources. Fun times. Oh, Abyss, did you see me pull Rosa's EX or no? Because I just pulled Rosa's EX. Boom. I just got it. Look at that. Can't wait to land break it later. I don't know if she's still a good support or not. Because she was a god tier support when she first came out.
tries to keep you away from it.
But I don't know if she's still a good support now. Awakening is a thing in King of Fighters, All Stars. Basically, you just awaken a character, and that's it. It's pretty straightforward. It's basically like prestiging.
I'm pretty surprised that Ninja Gaiden is universal.
Why are you surprised by that?
Because I didn't realize they were that strong. I didn't know they were that strong.
I mean, well, to be fair, it's only like a couple of characters who scale, and Rachel's the only one who scales. Kind of weird, but yeah.
Yeah. I thought they were like 9B at best.
Well, to be fair, that's what they demonstrate, but then you look at the lore, and it's like, well, they can't be that weak. Versus Battle,
yeah.
Agree with you, though.
They seem to have the display of just athletic, superhuman characteristics.
Oh.
But there's more to it.
I mean, I'll still at least awaken her EX. Whether or not I'll max out the EX plus is up in the air, but I'll at least put a book to her so I can get from her. Whether or not I'll max her out is up in the air, because I feel like I'd rather max out Garland first, or like any Cecil. Did they revive? Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting this. Is it dead or? I hate characters who have a death attack like that. I remember that shit. And there was this, like, earlier on in the game's lifespan, there was a boss that you had to beat with certain HP requirement, and I couldn't do it because they had the fucking end attack like that, and it was just awful. Fuck me, we're going back. I believe I did, Newhin. I believe I did get your email. I was looking for yours and Kyle's emails in particular, because Kyle sent me Alan's book on PDF. I already bought it, but it's easier just to read off PDF. I'm having some trouble pulling them up, though. I'll look through it again. I'll look through it again later, but I think I did see an email from you. Tomorrow when I'm streaming New Vegas, I'll go back and add the new thumbnail to all the other ones. And I still gotta get to you about your first chapter as well, don't I, Alan?
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
I'll get to you tomorrow. I'll get you my opinions tomorrow at the latest.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to unlock... Oh, what was that?
Oh my goodness. This third chapter in the second novel is driving me insane.
Okay, Alan, I want to remind you I am on stream.
Yeah. Just
just
oh no, yeah, I understand that. It's
right.
just
don't want you to talk any fucking details, so I'm letting you know.
No spoilers. It's just that, you know, rider difficulty stuff.
I got Garnet EX. This is the last non-burst banner I pulled. I still have 900 tickets and 511k. Well, go fuck yourself, Abyssunder. This guy over here lording his free-to-play status with all... He's just ready to get that squall. Geese?
Alright, guys, I'm gonna call it. I gotta do some other things. I'll talk to you guys next time. Ladies.
Let's see here. How am I gonna do this? Shit. I was gonna say sorry about that.
No.
Well, I thought you were getting off, like, because I was talking, but...
Oh, no. I'm getting off, but it's just my head hurts. I'm probably just gonna watch some Netflix. But I might be back in a bit.
Oh my god. See, this is exactly... Yep.
Actually, I might go play that sort of public. I'm at the point finally of Onderon's battle.
Oh my goodness. Never mind. So we were back at the same fucking problem. Actually, can I think about? I think this is what the fucking problem was. It was that I kept getting fucking broken. Son of a bitch. Oh my goodness. Hang on a minute. Who can I run on my team comp here that's not gonna get broken at the very fucking end? Okay, no, hang on. No. I know what we need. Hang on. Get the fuck in there. Oh, son of a bitch. I just want to start the actual fucking grind. But I gotta go through all this bullshit because no one uses fucking Alexandrite. Because they fucking sucked. Okay, so every summon in this game, with the exception of like fucking 2, was complete ass. Until we fucking got the Awakening character. Oh, well, hang on a minute. Fuck. I gotta I gotta try and get okay. I have to get Warrior of Light to do this. Okay, so Abyss Hunter, you seem confused as to why I called him Warrior of Light to do this. It's because of his fucking shield. Because now that we have the shield, we can't be broken anymore because we can just instantly kill the guy and still be perfectly fine. So we're going to be able to complete it at 100% now because Warrior of Light's going to be protecting us. Warrior of Light's going to stay in the party now for the rest of the fucking... I can already tell Saudi gave me a bad time. Someone wants to talk to you about how powerful DMC is? I mean, like, well, they can just hit me up directly. I mean, I'm not exactly fucking hiding I'm not exactly hiding on the fucking corners of the internet. Okay, there we go. Now we're done. Alan, since you're already here, I can tell you. Newman does technically still have his Discord, but, like, I don't know what's going on with it. But I don't know. I think he lost the account at some point. Alright. Good shit, Warrior of Light. Good shit. Finally. We can move forward. I'm gonna have to buy some books probably right now. Son of a bitch. By the way, the Clyde have to rule over all, not to transcend all. There, unfortunately, is no proof for an absolute ruler, as in the creator of literally everything in DMC. Alright. Fair enough. Depends on the translations, though. They're kind of weird. Okay, hang on. Yeah, that's why I assumed. I remember there was something wrong with your Discord account. Okay, so we should be good to go now because we got 5 turns, and if we really need to, Yuna's the only character. Yuna's like one of the 2 characters in the game who can extend buffs. So worst case scenario, we can just extend the shield buff by like 1 turn. But we should be good here. Are you fucking kidding me? Who designed this? Whatever. Fuck it. What if Malphas's bird grew properly and hypothetically scales to Malphas that's in Bayonetta? Could Nero still win? I don't know the Malphas in Bayonetta. I mean, Nero stomps most things in Bayonetta's verse. Okay, so what are we looking right now in terms of like enhancing? No, wrong fucking thing. Nope, I gotta go to the fucking summon area. Oh my god. You gotta be a lot more specific here, because I don't know. I don't remember what the fuck that one looks like. Well, I guess it looks like a fucking bird, but still. Oh no. Why is life pain? Okay, are we at 50 now? Okay, so this should be the one we grind for like the foreseeable future. Alright, so I'm gonna put this to auto real fast as I'm gonna close the door. They can handle it auto, no problem. Whew. 1 second. That bird's not all that powerful to begin with, and if it's the bird I'm thinking of, he doesn't really demonstrate much to really, or they don't really demonstrate many feats at all. Oof. No. She summons a giant bird. I remember that much. I just don't remember if that's that bird referred to as Malphas. Yuna is one of those weird EX pluses. She's not very good as a character as a whole, but her EX plus turns her into actually a viable character, so it's a really tough call there. Also, did my Emperor really only have one level 1 fucking metal or level 1 fucking white crystal? I hope that's not what I fucking saw. Okay, hang on. We should be... Alright, perfect. Yeah, so we're just gonna be grinding level 50 and 60 for a bit. And, like, in about, like, 20 more minutes, we should be there. I'm gonna check 60 to see if 60 gives you more. But I'm pretty sure 50 is the top dog here. Clear in 130 turns. Alright. I guess let's not include... Or, hang on. Who the fuck are we finding here? Okay, so quest level 60, 150 turn. Like, we can beat this no problem. It's just like, if we're, oh my goodness, BlueStacks, what the fuck are you doing? Damn it, BlueStacks, do not waste your money on this. I don't know who needs to hear this. What the fuck is the actual fucking difference? What the actual fuck is the difference I'm looking for here? What the fuck is the... Hang on a second. I'm actually curious now. What the fuck is the actual difference? Where the fuck are you, worthless ass? Where the fuck are you? What the... Okay, hang on. What is the actual difference? Is it just the fucking arm guard? Are they charging you... Is it just the fucking arm? No, I think the pants had different... That's... What the... Okay. Looking at it now, okay? This is what it looks like. Okay, we good to go? We good to go? Okay, great, we're good to go. Let me just go back a fucking second here and just make sure I'm not fucking doing a crazy fucking... Go back to that fucking skin. Go back to that fucking skin. It's in here fucking somewhere. Let me see this real fast. No, show me the fucking skin. Show me the fucking skin. Show me what the fuck we're looking at here real fast. Don't you hide from me. Okay, so the boots change color. It's different. That's the worst. No, that's the worst fucking skin in the game, dude. For fuck's sake. This one. Completely new outfit, not something in the game. Like, you know, there's a covering on it. Okay, great. This one literally changes the fucking model completely. This is Kane's skin right here, and this is what Kane looks like in the actual fucking game. Hang on. For those of you who don't know Final Fantasy lore, I just want to give you an example of how bad that Tidius skin is, or that Titus skin is. Where's Kane? This is Kane in the actual fucking game. This is Kane. Alright? Dragon guy. Alright, great shit right there. Really fucking stupid looking. Or at least my personal opinion. I don't like Kane's design. And... Where's his skin? Where's his skin? And... That's his skin. Right here. Hang on. The difference... Oh my goodness, they're charging the same amount for the fucking Titus skin. Dude, no. No. This looks good. Titus is literally a fucking fuck, that's terrible. That's awful. That is awful. Shit, I knew it was bad. I just forgot how bad it was. Or I guess bad is not the correct term. I guess it just... No, it's bad. It's bad. No, it's bad. It's bad. Like, and I bought skins for this game. Like, if I actually liked Kane, I would have bought that Kane skin. Like, I have no problem spending the $39 for a fucking skin. I'm just, like, fucking astounded that that skin costs $39 and they're willing to sell that for $39. Nero probably doesn't scale to multi-continental without Devil Trigger. Really depends. Really depends here. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not really anything else to really like help with that one. Oh, it's a fucking turtle.
So is Nero not actually universal in DMC5?
That depends on who you ask.
Because apparently he's not. I mean,
mean? Well, okay, so
I
why
mean,
do
I
you,
believed it. I did believe
why
it,
do you
but
think
then,
why do you think he's not?
because he doesn't scale to Arizin.
Why do you think he doesn't scale to any form of Urizen?
Because apparently, people would say to me, well, since he's not really fighting Arizin as full power or any type of potential, it didn't really surpass the
I mean,
MC2
but why would you think that at
Dante.
the end of the game he doesn't scale to Urizen or like to the other Demon Kings?
I mean,
Like,
did his double
who
trigger
who
actually surpass Arizin?
who did you talk to about this? Because you're saying like people who have you talked to about this?
I talked to Kyle, and apparently Arizin is actually still stronger than Nero.
I mean, yeah, probably Fruit Urizen stronger than Nero, but there's no reason to suggest that Nero with his DT at the end would be weaker than like the beginning Chair Urizen.
Is it stated to be superior?
No, but we don't get a lot of statements for who's superior than other people. There's not even a statement saying Urizen's superior to Mundus. We just know he is because he beats the shit out of Dante.
Yeah, but somehow Nero can't fight against Arizin,
Malphus
despite the
and
fact that he
Phantom
fights Arizin's hand.
are in Bayonetta. I mean, not exactly. They appear as cameos, but so does Dante appear as a cameo in Bayonetta as well. Or that as well that you gotta take into account. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Oh, perfect. Okay, we're almost fucking there now. Whew. Alright. After witnessing the worst fucking alternate costume in this game in the form of Titus, I'm just relieved that we're almost there. Right. Let's go for another 3 times amount again, and this should not take too long. I'd say there are 15 minutes, and we'll finally have fucking enough to enter the actual fucking grind, because we're not there yet. He doesn't need to use that power, but even taking a suppressed Urizen is an impressive feat. Unfortunately, that one's a bit more decisive. As son of a bitch, they swapped forms.
I have arrived. What are we talking about here?
Alan was talking about why he doesn't believe Nero to be universal in DT, and I thought he was talking to you about that, and then you showed up and he just bailed.
I actually, right when I saw the stream call, he wasn't in the call at that point, so he might have just left seconds before me.
I guess you've never seen Alan and Mangler in the same place?
Yes. I don't know, guys. It's possible that we could be the same person.
DT Nero definitely beats pre-fruit Urizen. I mean, personally, I subscribe to that belief. But the reason I was asking Alan about why he was talking about it is because I was like, we can't confirm that, but Alan made it sound like someone convinced him completely against it.
Well, see, if you just take the scene with him stopping 2 Send ATs without any context, yeah, you could argue he beats any character in the verse prior to that. So, but then considering what we know about the Send DT, the fact that it doesn't last for very long, and that when it runs out of energy, you're at 0% energy in that form. You just go back to your base form. Even if he was stopping them, they wouldn't have been very strong when he made contact with them anyway. Plus, they both state they're about to kill each other with the next blow. And yes, they do. For anyone who's like, we have no way of knowing. I think it's time we ended this is a pretty good indication of the fact that they're about to kill each other.
Let's end our lives using the one attack that would be ineffective.
Decapitation. Or not decapitation, impalement.
Alright, well that's good. That's good, Biss. Welcome back. I'm still trying to get to fucking Alexandrite.
Nero is universal after his devil trigger. Man, I wish. Unfortunately, I can't prove that though, because he only has 25% more human blood than Dante. So you'd have to prove to me when specifically he became universal.
Gameplay itself does not matter in reference to how powerful a character is. Like, saying Nero beats bosses easier has nothing to do with his actual lore power.
Yeah. Also, guys, Malphus isn't star level. But let's remember, scaling to the generals or to Beowulf isn't star level. A miniature supernova isn't star level. Like, I need to make that clear. A supernova isn't star level. just need to make that abundantly clear. That gathering all the energy over your complete existence over tens of thousands of years and then blowing it outward in a massive explosion does not scale to the normal power of a star. That's not even close.
Damn, we're gonna be here for a fucking bit.
Just need to mention that.
Mangler.
Can't believe this shit fucking
What?
caught me off guard.
Mangler.
Am I trolling right now? No. Supernova and star level are not the same thing. That's not trolling. Or are you guys talking about the Nero versus Urizen? Like, I've already said this to you guys before, but you do realize how seriously, like, Dante and Virgil and shit, like, hold back on, like, a daily basis. Just like when they're intending to. So, when they're using a form that's literally stated to not last for very long, so it runs on a set amount of energy, and they're about to kill each other with the next blow, they have barely any energy left to maintain the form. So it's exponentially weaker than it would be normally. So that in a game where Nero's best feats are just beating Malphus, who we know scales above Cavalier Angelo, which just solidifies Nero as being above DMC1 Dante, but it doesn't prove he's universal. Like, if you want to say he fought Urizen swats him across the entire room. Basically, the only argument would be that Urizen, who didn't give a shit about fighting anyone seriously anyway, takes him seriously, and therefore, since he didn't one-shot him immediately, he must scale to Urizen, which is kind of silly because the same argument could be made for Trish or Lady, who are vastly weaker than Nero as well. So,
yeah,
I don't think that's fair.
Isn't a supernova solar system level? That's what Mangler more or less goes for. I'm fine.
It
from
would
star
have to be.
multi-star
Do you know
level.
what a supernova? Like, a star can already reach various portions of a solar system. A supernova is just a star after it's collectively gained energy over its entire lifespan, and then it blows it outward at its maximum output at the furthest range. But it's way higher than what a star can normally reach.
Yeah.
Like solar system, we know a supernova can. Hang on a second.
Hey Abyss, am I supposed to be farming part 5 for the lower resources, or part 6 just for all the resources? Because I know there's a way to like do this more effectively and get this done faster. I just don't know which one I'm supposed to be farming to get the more resources.
Sorry. Anyway, a solar. First of all, when a supernova happens, it will either do one of two things. It will blow up everything immediately within the range of the sun's rays, and usually vastly beyond the sun's rays. And then it will just do that.
Once Mangler's done
stay
with
that
his
way.
explanation, I'll talk about that.
Or it will collapse into a black hole, which will then threaten any sort of bodies within that, whatever's left of that solar system, and it will suck them in. The fact that the solar system via collateral damage or not solar system, that a supernova via collateral damage can cause that, means just by itself, it's already threatening way more things within that solar system than it has any right to do. And to say that a star would be capable of doing that is not true, because there are many stars that cannot go supernova. Our star in our solar system cannot go supernova right now. Maybe, if we let it alone for like millions of years and it gained enough energy, it could probably morph into a red giant. It's not in the red giant phase, but it needs to get there before it can go supernova. If it decides to at all.
This one down here has more face. Okay, New Hint, did you see the new Watch Dogs and Far Cry Latino 6?
I thought it was downplaying. No, I was. I didn't think I'm playing.
I'm gonna have an opinion here. You guys probably already know what it's gonna be, but I think the Far Cry games are kind of shit. I'm not even interested in Far Cry 6. I've learned my lesson from the Far Cry series.
These hot takes. I've never played any Far Cry games. I just watched a little bit of cutscenes for Far Cry 3.
Like, okay, the story and characters are fine, but the actual gameplay itself is fucking well, it's not atrocious. It's just not fun to play after a while. Like, the only Far Cry game I've liked has been Blood Dragon, because Blood Dragon understood that it didn't need to be that big, and it didn't need to be that like fucking collectathon based. If you catch.
If the sun in our solar systems, you mean our solar system, not all planets would get incinerated. It would reach past Mars, wouldn't it? Well, if the sun's, I'm saying our sun can't go supernova right now. If it did, let's just say hypothetically, all of its energy was released, it would reach at least Earth. We know that because its rays already reach Earth immediately without any effort.
No.
Because that's the speed of light.
No. Light hits us. The rays from the sun to Earth is every 8 minutes.
Well, okay. It takes time. It takes time, but it's like it's a short period of time. It would hit us immediately. A supernova would be way more, a way greater surge of energy. So
Ghost of Tsushima or whatever. Oh, go on.
Ghost of Tsukushima, yeah, whatever it is.
Well, yeah, I was like, whatever that game.
Got.
I've seen the gameplay for it. I wasn't impressed.
It needs Sly Cooper in the game. That's what it needs.
Oh no. It needs some Sekiro.
Do you think Sebastian could survive in the Dying Light verse? I would need the Dying Light feats to support that, to like argue that. But Sebastian could probably take on most horror-based games and be perfectly fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, no, that would still be solar system level. You're threatening more than one planet, and you're threatening all the space within the planets.
I thought
You're threatening the star system.
Mangler, when it comes to the supernova, how bad would VY Canis Majora supernova be?
I don't know what VY Canis is.
Yeah,
It's
because
the
no
one
one
star.
fucking does, Alan.
No, it's an actual. It's
No,
the largest
I know
one.
it's an actual fucking thing, but we've been over this with Kyle. Get a fucking glossary.
I don't know.
Okay, so for context, in Alan's story, he references the biggest star we know of, which is the size of our entire solar system. But no one knows what the fuck the star is called by name, so like you wouldn't know what the fuck it is by name.
So Red Desk, I'm just talking about what would happen if our sun currently went supernova. Our sun is way weaker than a red giant. It's not a red giant. It has yet to go supernova. It's going to be a million more years before that happens.
Hang on. It's not a red giant. It's a red dwarf. Then there's blue giants.
No. I'm saying like it hasn't reached red giant stage.
No. But you mean blue giant because a supernova
No, I mean
turns.
red giant.
No.
Supernovas specifically happen from red giants.
No, they happen from blue.
What the fuck are you on about?
Red
Yeah, it's blue.
Red
It is blue.
is the coldest star because the color red does not indicate. Supernovas happen when a blue star goes supernova. Red is the youngest star. You got those two mixed up.
No, because after a red giant, after all of its energy phases out, it drops to a fucking white dwarf.
That's after a blue giant blows up. A red dwarf star goes into a yellow star, and at the end of its lifespan is a blue giant.
My mistake, then. The point being, it takes millions and millions of years to gather up this process before it goes supernova. Our sun doesn't reach that phase. So if it blew up now, it would really only reach Earth and maybe Mars, which is half the solar system. Granted, it's not evenly distributed because there is more space between like Jupiter and Saturn and Uranus and Neptune.
Anyways,
and some of our other
back to something a little
planets.
more. Back to the question of Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, the gameplay is not that crazy. It does look good, but I'll be honest with you. At this point, a game looking good is not a praise anymore. Because almost all games look good nowadays, you know?
It never was.
No.
Game.
That's
No, shh. It's okay. In the 8th generation of consoles, we don't give a shit if you have good graphics.
People, versus Battles Wiki states.
Well.
Versus Battles Wiki Boys, blue stars are superior to yellow and red stars.
Because they are. Because a blue star has more energy.
My point was just that it gets to supernova after millions of years.
Why would they call it a blue giant when it's small compared to yellow and red sun? No, it's not. A blue star is the biggest star, or the biggest of a natural star's lifespan.
I mean, let's be honest. Blue is a stronger color than red or yellow.
It's a red dwarf.
I'm mentioning that for no particular reason.
It's a red dwarf, and then it's a fucking blue giant. I mean, like, yeah, you can have exceptions to the rule. Okay, so Alan,
All you need to know is that after it's supernovas, sometimes it'll be
apparently
like
Abyss Hunter is saying that UI Scooty is actually the biggest star.
Yeah.
Guys, not the
UI.
point.
Scooty. Or
UI
Scuttle.
Scooty. That is a
Scooty.
weird name.
Anyways,
Scooty.
I don't know. I'm not looking. The only game I'm not looking forward to any games of the next console generation right now. Like, I'm only gonna buy Cyberpunk because Newman keeps putting Keanu Reeves on all my artwork, on all my like fan art. So like, I feel like I'm obligated to play Cyberpunk at least once.
I'm kind of
want to
interested
play
in the
Crash 4.
shooter. I'm kind of interested in the shooter mechanics in that game, but
Oh.
like I haven't seen enough of the gameplay, so I haven't.
I want to play Crash 4. Crash
Uh,
Bandicoot 4.
I'm not a big enough fan of the Crash games to be like, oh, I'm super excited for fucking Crash 4. Like, I mean, if it goes on sale, I'll probably buy it, but like, I'm not like fucking crazy about it.
The thing is that I'm just so drained from waiting from a Crash game like this. Is that it's people are like having a hard time getting excited for it because of how long they had to wait for this game.
Mm.
That is a problem with a lot of sequels nowadays. They take too long to come out, I think.
Yeah.
The problems with games today is that no matter how good it looks, if other games have done it better, that game's inevitably going to be compared to at least almost
To
a
it.
caliber.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Comparisons are just how we manage a lot of our
Look,
tastes.
art styles are fine, but like even in this console generation right now, any game made from a professional studio has not looked bad in any capacity in terms of visual. And Borderlands 3 sucks so bad. Please tell me you didn't waste your money on Borderlands 3. I've been telling people for the longest time Borderlands 3 was shit. Tell me you didn't waste your money.
Since we're talking about Ghost of Tsukushima, like remember, like PlayStation has always been praised for their graphics, but like I said, I want to see some gameplay. Then we'll talk about whether or not you actually have a good game.
There's already gameplay out for it. Have you not seen it?
Good
The demo.
gameplay.
I
I have seen there's a video that says Ghost of Tsukushima gameplay from 1 month ago, but I don't know if that's like
yeah, it's like 8
the
minutes.
most recent.
It might be a little longer.
It's 22 minutes long.
Yeah, no.
22 minutes long.
Check it out if you want real fast. It'll show some of the gameplay. It'll show both options because you have a ninja stealth option and then you have like a full fighter option.
It
So
seems
it's
to me
just
that the
so
game's
it's
gonna
just
focus-
Sekiro.
It seems to me the game's going to be about precision.
I think it's supposed to be a realistic Sekiro. Hey Zim, for some reason the guy was talking about can't get into
So
your
you're telling
stream.
me I'm already set because I bought Sekiro.
Basically.
Great. All right.
The game is
Thanks.
Hey,
Unprepared.
look, man. There's no reason someone can't get into the stream or comment directly on my YouTube channel. Like, if he wants to do a discussion, I can do a discussion. But I find it very strange when people can't do things on YouTube because that's always weird. That's kind of the sus material. And after what happened with a lot of people getting hacked recently because of fucking bot accounts, I don't risk it right now. You know. Okay, are we finally ready to do the actual fucking... Oh, yes! Alright! Finally! We can move on to the fucking hard one.
But oh my goodness, next week, if Mangler might have a field day if we were going to tell him about what you knew, Zim.
I'm trying to think myself what the fuck he's talking about for a second. You mean what me and
Last
Kyle
night.
talked about? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, like, can you be a little more specific there for me, please?
he'll have a field day if we tell him.
Well, then prepared to tell or not tell me, depending on how long you plan on
18.
talking.
It's because it's regarding Alan's book, so that's why Alan's so excited about it. Because I saw some of the feats he has in his book, and I was there thinking to myself like, I want to see Manguru's reaction to this because he would have a fucking field day at a bare minimum with this. So
I wonder what you guys think my field days look like.
Well, I mean, like, I wouldn't assume it's anything too crazy, but it's just like, you'd be like, what the fuck am I reading?
Is this the acid trip?
Did
Did I already? Did I already?
Have I
take the
already
drug?
tripped acid? Have fun with the Alexander boss. How bad is the Alexander boss fight, actually? I have not researched the Alexander boss fight at all. I'm going into this almost completely blind. Long and boring, your favorite type of sums? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, how bad? Oh, how bad is this? Son of a bitch.
Baby. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sorry, I got my dog in the room.
I was gonna say, Mangler, this is a. I can't say it's PG-13 because it's fucking not, but.
This is my
I mean,
animal.
I mean, I don't mind a
Sorry.
dog being in the background, honestly.
Oh, you can't even.
I mean,
well, hang on. Let me see if I can. Okay, maybe you can hear that. That was the sound of his collar jingling.
I mean, it's Mangler's dog, so I wouldn't care if the dog's in the background or not. It's not a person. It's not like it has
It's not like it's real. Is that what you're gonna say?
I was
Is that
gonna-
what
not
you're
like
gonna
a-
say?
I was gonna say something far
like-
worse, but I'll just leave it be.
It's not like he's being devoured by a grizzly.
I'm more concerned about what's going on
Are
with
you
you.
being devoured by a grizzly? Is that what's happening?
But for some reason, a baby bird just freaked out like 2 days ago when it couldn't fly, and I grabbed it
Oh,
and I tried to save its life
Ash.
and all.
Ash is one of the characters. Oh, Furion sucks. I'll probably use her. Massive
So we had
HP.
to-
Damn. Oh god.
Dante with Beowulf and DMC3 versus Dante in DMC1 without Sparta. DMC1 Sparta stomps because he still has Infrit
Let's see here.
and still has Devil
One of my
Trigger.
biggest problems with new games is the Souls-like games. Doesn't matter if it looks good or if it has deep lore. If you do not deliver on gameplay, I'm dropping it like Lords of the Fallen. The fuck is Lords of the Fallen? Which one of you fuckers knows which one's that one about?
Lords of the Fallen.
Alan, I guess you didn't find the biggest star after all because they keep finding new fucking stars.
Yeah, they're having a debate about the star sizes. And now he wants to leave.
Yeah.
What?
Who, if he gets his buff, if you don't break him in time, has more defense than the brothers. Also, after he gets his buff, he's immune to turn delay. This is what I fucking hate about this game when it comes to fucking characters. They make characters, and then they make bosses that are specifically designed to counter the mechanics they introduce with those fucking characters, because they know the mechanics are fucking
Like,
bullshit.
remember, Gerard. If you want to ask whether or not Dante with Beowulf would beat anybody in later games, Virgil with Beowulf is already a thing that exists in that game. And there's not really that much of a meaningful difference between Virgil 2 and Virgil 3. So, yeah. Since Dante was able to match him, then by definition a stronger Dante would crush him. No.
I'm gonna switch back to the AoE characters after this, because this is gonna take too long to get to the fucking point, so.
By proxy, rather.
What the fuck? It's Universal Plus versus Solar System level? How was that a debate? You say Dante without the
guys.
Sparta.
No, it's Dante without the Sparta. No, besides, whenever we say DMC1 Dante, does anyone here honestly think we're talking about, like, Sparta Dante? Because we specifically referred to Dante as Sparta Dante. I don't know about
Sin.
Sin.
One of the first Souls, like, imagine
But I
Dark
do.
Souls 2, but with heavier combat and horrible bosses. Code Vein at least tried and delivered, although it was all about buff 27. I'm assuming you
With
meant
heavier
24/7.
combat and horrible... What do you mean by heavier combat? Do you mean, like, slower combat? Because Dark Souls 2 is kind of slow compared to some of the Souls games, like 3, but not compared to 1. Because I've played 1 in the base version and with the remaster, and the movement and trading with enemy is really funky because the game's not meant to run at 60 FPS.
Well, he's talking about a different game entirely. He's just like comparing it to Dark Souls 2, because I guess.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to get an idea. Like, what do you mean by, like, heavier exactly? I don't know if I understand. Enlighten me, for I am ignorant.
I wanted to get Code Vein because it's an anime fucking game, because I own 2 anime games, but I've never played them on stream. I actually played them a bit off stream, because I don't think you guys want to see me play a JRPG. But I was thinking of buying Code Vein because of its anime art style. I don't know. I kind of like the art style.
You know how powerful Aqua is? Well, she should be stronger than Riku. Well, okay, which Aqua? BBS Aqua or Cage 3 Aqua? Because Cage 3 Aqua is pretty inconsistent. Dude, she has, like, PTSD.
What's
then,
the
like-
difference?
I still don't know if Mickey can beat Ansem.
What?
Apparently
Apparently you didn't play Remind, because there's literally a section where Disney Disney was like, we gotta buff the mouse, and you are forced to play as Mickey when he's like basically he's almost unconscious, like he's out of energy and stamina, and he walks across a bridge in this really forced gameplay sequence where you basically have to fight all of the 13 Seekers, shooting their blasts at you, and when they hit you, it just knocks Mickey down. But eventually he wins the clash, which makes Mickey like way stronger than all the Guardians. It's stupid.
I've heard this feat like I don't know how many times now because he's told me like fucking at least.
It's so
50+
stupid.
times.
It's so
Is
stupid
Mickey
because it's so
stronger?
in your face. Yeah, obviously
Mickey
he's way
stronger than
stronger than any
Donald
of the
and
Guardians.
Goofy?
Apparently.
Imagine if each weapon you have is like handling a two-handed great
Well,
sword.
this isn't too much of a surprise that he's stronger than all of the others, because when you find him in the Keyblade Graveyard, he's fighting Xemnas, Luxord, Marluxia, and Larxene all at the same time. He's literally doing a 1v4, and he's just fine.
I recommend you play Code Vein, but not. Yeah, I heard the DLC for Code Vein was shit.
Because here's the thing, people
Yeah,
are
Seth did say-
Donald Duck is the strongest.
Seth actually said Sora was multiversal, which is laughable. I would say that you can't really put a what's it called? Which version is ever the most powerful? BBS Aqua. I would say BBS Aqua is probably.
Code Vein
We're being
characters
honest.
fucking weak. Dark Souls slaps. I mean, yeah, but would you rather bang a Code Vein character or a Dark Souls character? That's the real question on the table. You're not playing fucking Code Vein for the game.
Hang on a minute. There are some characters in Dark Souls that are not like
Look. Okay,
you
so
know,
you have the fucking,
covered in death.
Okay, look. You're not wrong. You have the girl from the second game, the Emerald Herald. You have the girl in part 3.
The Firekeeper.
Yeah, and that's it.
No,
I guess
we have Gwyneth. We have the illusion, the
I also say,
physical
the illusion of fucking Guinevere. Hello, Knight. Yes, welcome to the stream. I take it, I've heard you all talking about DMC power scaling. Bears, I'll back
So
to the stream later. Tell me about your time with the boss fight later with dogs. Yeah, I'll be here for like at least an hour or two.
I was gonna say that the best you could probably scale Aqua and any of the other characters to outside of like X-Blade Xehanort. And when I say X-Blade Xehanort, I mean X-Blade Xehanort after he's asked Kingdom Hearts to give him the power. Because just holding the X-Blade doesn't scale you to Kingdom Hearts. That's not how it works. Every time all the powers are activated in the verse, it's shown that you have to initiate some auditory or visual cue. Because Kingdom Hearts is sentient, you have to use the X-Blade to communicate with it. It only recognizes your commands when you hold the blade. So,
why do people think Donald Duck is stronger than Mickey and Goofy? Why?
no. He literally had to like sacrifice himself just to like use Zeta Flare to kill Terranort, and that's not like.
Okay, we have to reach the level 30 before we go in here. All right.
No.
Time to start the grind. All right.
So, to answer your question, Red Dusk, basically the only way that you can scale them the highest is to scale them to Xemnas, Final Xemnas, because he says he's going to create like a brand new world. And worlds in the Kingdom Hearts universe are collectively and very obviously and visually referred to as planets. So, since he would be using a version of, since he did merge with that broken Kingdom Hearts, he would be a portion of planets, somewhere under planetary level, because he didn't. Granted, he did grab energies from dozens, like millions of different hearts and heartless. But ultimately, he says he's going to create a planet with it. It's possible he could do more, but he specifically aims for making a planet, so I'll put it at planetary.
The info about Dante out there. I think I was the one talking about you.
Yeah, so you could scale. You could scale Aqua
I've
somewhere
heard this
there.
guy from like at least 2 other people. So yeah. All that being said, I've never heard of his YouTube channel prior to you guys telling me about him. Like, I understand we're all kind of small, but like, what? Well, I guess Knight, if you're still there, what exactly is your channel focused on? Because it's a little strange when I haven't heard about people in the sphere of like power scaling or anything like that. Or do you just do? Well, I'll let you respond in the meantime. The Knight, I don't really care, but alright. Oh, son of a bitch. Gotta download the fucking fight itself. Damn it. Wish would told me this before I popped the book.
Too late now.
What's the type of content you make? Because if you're a power scaler, I'm surprised I haven't heard about you up until now. So, why This is a floating fucking fortress. Why the fuck does it look like that? Whatever. Okay, so...
Alan, you've got to disable like your keyboard sounds because they are so loud.
How do you hear it?
Better question is, why do I still hear it?
Does Zimicorn hear it?
I hear a little bit of it, but I don't really like pay attention.
Probably. If I can hear it, he can probably hear it.
Oh my goodness. What the fuck kind of damage output is that? Good lord.
After rewatching Dante's fight with Abigail-powered Sid from the anime series, I wonder, was it because Sid couldn't control Abigail's power very good, or was Dante just that powerful? Dante was definitely just that powerful, because Dante is not only struggling, Dante is using all of his strength and base, and he can't beat Abigail until he DT bursts for a second.
Yeah, that's what I haven't heard about today, if you are a power scaler.
Also, I would like to point out to a lot of people that since we never see full power Mundus, because Mundus is never confirmed to be fully revived, technically Abigail and Argo Sax during the events of DMC2 and Void Mundus will all be stronger than that Mundus
Mortal
if they're compared to
Shell.
the original.
I've not heard about
Because-
a game called Mortal Shell, no.
Because he was never fully revived.
Oh,
We just
man.
assume he is because Dante doesn't let him live any longer. There's no statement that's made that he
This is
is.
one of my strongest characters, and it's taking more than 10 turns to clear this. Good lord, what is this?
I have the Code Vein demo, but I never bought
One
the
of the
actual
greatest
game.
pre-final bosses in all Souls-like. It's like a Gwyn with two projectiles and lots of pyracelyal blood.
Out of the Souls-like games, I've really only played like
Zim.
Bloodborne and Sekiro
Jim wants to join stream.
and Darksiders 3.
Jim.
Those are the only ones I've played. And I gotta say,
Oh god, hold on, my bad, echo.
I've definitely preferred Darksiders 3 and Sekiro's execution to some of the things done of the same mechanics.
Where
that
did,
they,
where did you scale
tinker
Azura
with.
to? Alright, thank you for that.
I need to play Azura.
I mean, Dante has a perpetual issue of not being as strong as his dad before the events of like 4 or 5. So
Ignores 2's direct statement saying that he, has surpassed all came before him and all that jazz.
he will surpass all that will come. The hunter will
Universal
surpass
Universal
all that
plus
come
to
before him,
possibly low multiversal.
which is a future tense.
Okay, yeah, so, alright, that's pretty good. Where's your God of War scaling at then?
What? I don't feel that shit.
I'm talking to some guy in the...
Well, John,
Yeah.
he doesn't use a burst of his demonic power. He uses his devil trigger. Like that's specifically when he does that, he transforms for an instant.
Barely even he doesn't even transform fully.
Yeah, but that means he was using all of his strength and base. Because if you watch the cutscene, he's screaming and charging at Abigail at full strength. And Abigail is like not moving. He's not even budging. So Abigail is actually stronger than him, just slightly. They're so close. It's like they're neck and neck, and then he just DTs and blows them out of the form. So
I mean, tempting when I asked about Azura, so yeah. And, which one would you knock him back? Wait, is he immune to knock? No, this one's not immune to knockback.
and that anime Dante would definitely scale above the Mundus from 1. So whatever tiering you have Mundus at, he would be higher than that. In DT, though, I would probably say at base, he's probably as strong as, stronger than Unsealed Nightmare.
Wait, hang on. So, is the Uni Plus the possible low multi for Azura, or is that for Kratos?
I still need to go back and finish my playthrough of God of War 3.
Oh, my
I got stuck on, the Street Fighter section with fucking
Yo, the Street Fighter.
Zeus.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what much to say about Street Fighting first. Ugh.
Do you remember that section where you fight Zeus and it's just like, hey, we're fighting a 2D fighter right now?
Oh, so,
You're like, oh, I thought I was playing a hack and slash. Hang on a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah. Like, I mean, like, I'm not. I would refer to a separate form of Asura if I was referring to a separate form of Asura. Alright, so it's gonna be the rest of the stream now, just basically grinding up this fucking character. Like, I don't need him maxed out, but I need the resources he provides me. Which shouldn't be too difficult, because I've actually gotten a stronger roster, so this should be done actually a lot faster, but it'll probably take at least, like...
Atomic, I would just say for now, just assume 2C, because there's no point in saying 3A if you're fighting a Demon King level fighter. You always assume they're 4th dimensional or higher. And universal, obviously. You would not assume 3A.
Alright.
Because if they scale to the Demon Kings, they're automatically above Unsealed Nightmare, who can blow up the Demon World, which is way higher than 3A.
I don't really have much to say here. I'm like, because okay, so I know these boss fights have to get harder in order to like challenge the player and keep it interesting, but they really shouldn't make the level 100s that hard of a fucking grind. That's all I'm gonna say on this one.
2A. I see what you say. This ain't not
I don't know what
fair.
he's asking about there.
Are you watching the stream?
What are you talking about?
Well, no. Well, yeah, I'm watching the stream, but like, because Atomic Tube saying something that I'm not connecting an earlier statement.
Oh, I was just telling him that you would have to scale Anime Dante to where you would scale Mundus normally, because he fought Abigail in base.
Fair enough. Even though they require DT energy to do it, but what?
Well, I'm saying he fought him, and even though he's pushing him, like Abigail with his strength isn't pushing Dante back, so they are equally matched. So even if he needed it to break to like knock him out of the form, Abigail clearly was not killing him in that moment. Because even Abigail's attack, he just shrugged it off like it was nothing. Because Abigail, right before he does that, stabs him like, I want to say 12, 13 frickin' times, some insane amount of times.
What the? I don't even know what the hell she did there outside of fucking doing no damage. Not for Kratos, God of War 3 to Uni Plus to low multi. I've heard 2B arguments from a friend of mine, but well, that's for a later date. Now God of War 4 depends if you use the World Tree.
Who's Azara?
Whoa, World Tree being 2A.
I don't recognize this man's name.
Azara? I mean, I don't understand why the fuck you people... Look at the fucking streams sometime. You guys share streams all the fucking time.
I mean, to be fair, like, I've never seen him.
Yes, you have. Or if you haven't, you literally ignore chat the entire time then. Because he's been in the same fucking streams with you. The only new person here is the Knight. Everyone else has been here on multiple streams already.
Damn.
My family is playing some aggressive Mario Kart in the background.
I'm not playing Mark, I'm playing Nocturne.
No, not you.
I said my family. Are you part of my family? No, I don't think so.
He could not have said his family anymore, clearly.
Unless there's something you're not telling me.
I know that's a contentious one, but alright, so you're willing to scale the World Tree. Alright, that's fair. Oh, what the fuck? How are you still alive?
Oof.
There we go.
What I remember, the World Tree was not 2A. Not from God of War, at least.
It really depends, because it's really up to interpretation, because a lot of people interpret the World Tree differently, based on statements and such.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the only way you get it to that is like the Well of Mimir, because there's clearly not an infinite number of universes across its branches. There's specifically like 9 realms are stated to exist there.
I believe I believe God of War does state it has an infinite number of worlds on it.
No. It states that there's like the Well of Mimir can lead to like a crazy amount of possibilities or something. It's one of the God of War like spin-off games.
World Tree versus
a lot of people
Firefly
connect
Tree.
that to.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you already know I made that versus matchup. You already know I made that video. Why the fuck are you even trolling here? You already know I made that versus matchup between those two trees. You already know who won that fight.
The only reason he didn't include more trees was because he couldn't find any.
Yeah, so
Otherwise,
the only two trees I could find were the tree from Naruto. I think it's called the World Tree.
yeah, I guess everything's called the World Tree.
And there was no other tree I could find. No, there was another tree. There was a fort tree.
Yeah, no, it is to do with the well. So a lot of people have said that the well basically creates an infinite number of possibilities and therefore should scale to an infinite number of universes, or something to that nature, which is kind of like silly because the well is not like directly connected. I remember looking at it and debunking it, but it was like I would need to see the picture to like.
Naruto has the
come
god
original.
tree. I have never heard of this before.
Yeah, so it's the God tree. Naruto has the God tree. God of War has the Yggdrasil. DMC has the Qliphoth. And I guess Marvel just has another Yggdrasil. Those are the only trees I know about.
There was another tree. What was it? Son of a bitch, getting bothering the fuck out of me now.
Yeah, in earnest, you could really just say that the Yggdrasil is 2C. Just that the branches itself are infinite in length.
Well, there's also the card game versus Battle Wiki uses to scale the World Tree higher as well.
Yeah, no, that's where people get the 2A scaling. Is because those are the statements where the well, the stuff regarding the well that I mentioned.
Is that where that comes from?
Yeah, it's specifically in regards to where it comes from, because you can't scale it to 2A from inside of the game unless you say because it's infinite in length, it just stretches into other dimensions.
What?
No, Marvel's World Tree, you can argue for being higher, because Marvel's World Tree literally has a statement where they say there's potentially an infinite number of universes, and they do state that that's set upon the Yggdrasil, but they never state that in God of War. Never once do they clarify directly like that this World Tree, this Yggdrasil, has an infinite number of universes along it. I was like, whoa.
He's saying yeah, no, or yeah, no. I
yeah, no, yeah.
Is that like yeah, no, or is that yeah, no? I think it's no. I think it's yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's not the proper term of no.
He's fulfilled 3/4 of the words, so I'm going to assume the H was intended.
I know Marvel is has high 1B arguments for it. I believe Marvel has fucking high 1A arguments for it as well.
Well, I don't know about the World Tree being above 2A. I mean, there are 1B and 1A characters in Marvel, certainly. I don't know if they're related to World Tree specifically. That's a little weird.
You're saying Marvel.
Then again, I've read a little of Rune King Thor in here, so I could
Who
be wrong.
said that?
I mean, shit. Are you not looking at the chat?
I'm playing Nocturne right now. I'm trying to be Metatron.
Shin, you're playing a turn-based fucking strategy game. You can look at the fucking chat.
God damn it, Jim. Alright, fine. I will take a look at the chat then. Hold
Do
on.
not ask fucking questions when you're playing a turn-based strategy game. You can check for yourself.
Zim, apparently John Marston says you should redo Dante versus Kratos, but with DMC5 Dante and God of War 4 Kratos. The two greatest boomers of all time.
Oh, boy.
I
Duke
could,
it out.
but like the match wouldn't change anything.
Walking sections versus non-walking sections. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Man,
I'm sorry, I had to say that.
It's like actual gameplay versus whatever the fuck they put in God of War 4. 2A to high 1B is more grounds than high 1A. Okay, yeah, so you guys are still talking about the tree from fucking Marvel. Yeah, no. I mean, like, Marvel's characters in general would be fucking.
What's the boomer? No one knows. We're still trying to figure it out.
I'm pretty sure Mangler's idea for what a fucking boomer is.
No, none of us know.
Hang on. I think I need a I think the proof in knowing what a boomer is I need a cigar, a black and white filter, and a show.
I need a black and white filter, a white picket fence.
Yes.
Some random lady, and 2 kids, 2 beautiful children.
And the lady
and then
is
maybe
lighting my
like
cigar.
maybe like a football or something.
Look, do you have a Discord? Because I do not like YouTube comment sections, lol. I do possess a Discord. I do possess the ancient art of a Discord server, yeah.
Damn,
Chief,
dude.
dinosaurs don't exist anymore. That's why we can't
For
figure out what
fuck's
dinosaurs are.
sake, how much damage can you take, you fucking warship?
Did you say a warship?
I'm fighting Alexandrite. It's basically supposed to be a god of some kind, but I'm just over here thinking to myself.
Zim, have you tried hitting it really hard?
I have tried hitting it really hard. I've hit it with one of my hardest hitters, and it's still
Then
not
code
gotten
red,
quickly.
we have a problem.
Damn. Wait, where's Monster at?
Would you mind send me a link, kind sir? Wait. Oh! Come on, just come on, Emperor, please, damn it, Emperor, you fucking trash.
Yeah, it just means Boomer just means it's related to baby boomer. But yeah, like the term generally speaking is related to like an
I
old
mean, it's a
person who's just
lame ass
cranky.
term by today's standards.
I mean, yeah, it's just like it's generally referring
I
to
don't know
older people
how-
who blame
I would
younger
not know.
generations for their problems.
I would not know how to be able to send you a direct link because I don't send Discord links all that often because I don't want random people joining. And this guy didn't have his fucking debuff on him. Fuck this boss fight's annoying. This might be the worst grind to date. Holy shit! I thought it was fucking kidding. I want to hear from Zim to VH. What do you want about?
Damn it, Monster.
Yo, I have one of the most unpopular, underrated matches: Void Mundus versus Fear Zeus. Who do you think will win?
Ooh.
Well, apparently Fear Zeus is a plutonic fucking concept. So,
How do you even scale that?
you scale it to a fucking high 1A because that's where plutonic concepts fucking scale to.
That is, yeah.
Even though fear didn't get removed from like the entire mythology.
I believe you
of,
talked
like,
to a
fucking...
friend of mine's named Cyber. Of course I did, cause Cyber's everywhere. Hang on, let me see where Cyber's at. Oh, well, he's online.
It's not that high. I can assure you. Because for one, if the fear within him to existed to that degree, conceptually, then it would have been removed from every other being in existence, and people still feel fear in the Norse mythology.
No. Okay, so for context, Fear ran away before he could get killed. The argument I remember specifically is that it was scared to die. So by that logic, that would scale that Kratos could have killed it.
I mean, that wouldn't prove that it's outerversal. You'd need something other than that.
I mean, if it is technically Plutonic concept, which I believe it was, that's where it'd be 1A. I don't agree with the 1A God of War. I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying that's the argument there.
See, if it were just fifth dimensional or something, maybe we could make a pass, but like outerversal is the top of the scale of like all things that we could possibly think
Listen,
or
I don't
interpret to
rather
exist. So
wait
you're gonna need at
than
least
that shit.
1 feat other than a statement to prove you're there, because that's like extremely high. That is the top of the scale. You can't go any higher except for high 1A, I guess.
Laughs in Alan's book.
Okay.
Wait, what does Alan fuck have to do with this?
Alan, if Alan's still here, he understands what the fuck. He understands.
What did Alan put in his book?
Have you not read his book?
No. Yeah, I never got a copy of it.
How about you buy the fucking book? It's only
How
like
much?
$10.
Either way,
Hey,
the
nigga,
primordials and the primordials create the universe, and the Titans take their place, and the
I
gods
wouldn't
take
use
their
that-
place.
I
So
wouldn't
Zeus
use
would
that
be
argument.
consistently 3A.
I wouldn't use that argument for 1A God of War. What do you mean there's better fucking arguments? What other argument do you have for 1A God of War? You can't scale the world tree to 1A, and you can't scale any of the fucking Norse gods to 1A, so like what else is there?
Damn.
Platonic.
No, like... Hang on. Cyber responded.
I mean, don't you just love Metatron? And this cheap ass bullshit.
I'm assuming with a name like the Knight you are a boy, but
What?
well, I'm referring to...
You didn't even spell
assume
Link
his
right.
gender?
I
You
know.
freaking swine.
Wait.
Damn, you just assumed his gender. How dare you?
Hang on. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, can we put the debuff on you or no? Are you immune to debuff? No, you're fine. Alright, good.
Hang on.
Okay, so he's new. Gaines is a new character. Only Surtur is 1A. How the fuck does Surtur scale to 1A?
What?
Alright, so Mingler's off doing something right now. But I love how the fuck does Surtur? Oh, fucking cunt!
Damn, Zim.
Fucking ants, they're all over the fucking table, so like they fucking bite me on occasion. It's fucking annoying as hell.
God damn it.
Anyways, where was I? How the fuck does Surtur scale to 1A? Like, cause Surtur only, cause you said cunt. Yeah, but I've said cunt several times on streams. Probably like one of my second favorite swear words.
Oh, yeah,
was a
you're not an
meme, my
Aussie,
dude.
man.
When I said I heard better one of the arguments, that was a And he does destroy Fear Zeus at the end? No. He beats Fear Zeus in a fight. Is there an ultra chat? Who gives us?
Did I just hear ultra sad? Oh boy, y'all doing this now.
Yeah, in what capacity do those characters scale to hyperversal? I'm saying that nothing in I'm saying nothing in the Norse mythology version of God of War scales to anything above 2A. Like the most.
Guys, we're not talking about Marvel.
The only thing you could argue
Norse.
for
We're talking about God of
is
War Norse.
maybe 1C, maybe, but even then I'd say it's completely fucking horseshit.
The only way that you could get there is if you use the Yggdrasil. And you said that the Yggdrasil being infinite in length, also transcending time, literally was so long that it stretched into higher dimensions. But you'd have to prove that.
Well,
You'd
no,
also
even
have to
then,
prove Kratos
Surtur
scales
can't
to it.
destroy the Yggdrasil. He only destroys what's on the tree. Because he's part of the cycle of rebirth, which is a part of Surtur's entire existence.
Actually, if you think about it, no one destroys the Yggdrasil in God of War.
Well, the only people who are, like, quote-unquote confirmed to damage it are only fucking Thor and fucking the World Tree over there.
Yeah, they don't even really damage it because they just splinter it, which means nothing because the whole thing is infinite in length. You either destroy it or you don't. Or you nearly destroy it, not splinter it. Like, what the fuck? That's not even, depending on the tree, that doesn't even mean anything. Plus, like, one director or one artist or one designer can think of, like, a splinter versus how another person chooses to represent it is completely different.
I forgot to
Because the
swap
angle...
I forgot to swap Papalumo. Fuck, man. How many matches have we done with fucking Papalumo now?
No, Atomic Tube, Fear Zeus does not beat Void Mundus. You don't need the Clive-Off to save us.
I'm going to ask where the Kingdom Hearts scale if Seth is wrong. Angler, it's you.
Where does Kingdom Hearts scale as Seth is wrong? Under planetary. Definitely. Way below that.
Wait.
Because
You don't
the
scale
only
Kingdom Hearts
character...
to anything higher than planetary?
No, you can scale X-Blade Xehanort to 2C, but you can only do that if we say a scenario in which he has the X-Blade and he's not stupid.
How long have you been on this channel for? Because I feel like I've seen your name before, but I can't remember what your... Did you change your icon at some point? Because I feel like I've seen your name before. Also, Cyber hasn't gone back to me on the whole link situation. So I don't really know, like, if, like, I could send you a link night. I'm not sure if he's asking you something or if he's just, like, ignoring my message.
Not sure I said that just for spite. Oh.
Yeah, because unfortunately, a lot of the old people aren't around anymore from my original days on YouTube, but most of you guys apparently claim you were there from the very beginning, or at the very least the majority do, so I'm a little confused.
The year is 2020. I'm the only one left. My name is Zim.
Nah, Zim's suspect.
Let me just use the Master Blade. So I never knew this. Mangler, you probably did since you play Legend of Zelda. I did not know you could level up the Master Sword.
Atomic Tube, I know they don't consider Eternal as transcending linear time, which is funny because by definition it means being beyond something, which is the same thing as transcending. Being beyond and being above are interchangeable.
Werewolves are not eternal creatures. What universe are werewolves eternal creatures? Okay, yeah, Azora, that would make sense then. Yeah, I remember you to a degree. When was the last time you talked to Cyber?
I think he said he was going on vacation or something.
No,
He might have
no, he already came back from vacation.
Dante versus Bayonetta predictions. Oh wait, that
Oh.
shit.
That was a high school rant I did. Dante vs. Bayonetta. That was interesting.
Yeah,
Did you get your prediction right at least?
That is super.
Yeah,
old.
fucking course I did, because I already fucking knew that fucking Dante was gonna win, because Bayonetta had nothing in her arsenal. This was before I did.
Hang on
power
though.
scaling.
Did you make the prediction based off of that, or whether or not Screw Attack would, throw the fight or something?
No, my prediction was that Dante was gonna win the versus matchup, and I provided all the evidence for it. How strong is Bayonetta, anyways? Oh no, it depends. Are you okay? No, damn it!
Oh, whoa, hang on. We got someone asking a question, so let's be honest here. It depends on if you think she scales to what's his name?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It depends on if you scale to the outliers or not.
Because it doesn't really beat or handle Aesir in any way, shape, or form, which means you just kind of have to scale her to Baldur.
No.
I mean, it really depends if you scale her to, like Mingler was saying, this only works if you scale her to Aesir, but we're also talking about a character who inherently, throughout the entire game, demonstrates power on a lesser level and gets beat by someone who's less than Aesir. And after being weakened, is someone able to fight a more powerful version of the character. You can do that if you want. Neo supports the idea of a low 2C Bayonetta, but, the consistency is against you.
It's also not established that way in
Damn,
Bayonetta
you guys got
1.
nothing to talk about other than power scaling, right? I mean, it's the only thing we can really all talk about equally together, because it's something we can all...
Well, we also talk about video games
fair,
and
this
anime.
kind of made up power.
We can also talk about games and stuff, and I avoid talking about politics and real life stuff, because that's literally everywhere else. So,
Yeah, you can't even use the Jubilee. See, if Jubileus had been fully resurrected the way that she was, and she was attempting to if she had done it in heaven, or Paradiso rather, and she was actually going to recreate the entire Trinity of Realities, then yeah, you probably could have scaled her to that.
The only way
but
you could scale Bayonetta to Universal Level Plus is if the actual Rodin fights are canon. Otherwise, you don't have enough evidence to support a Universal Level Plus Bayonetta.
Yeah, because Jubileus isn't fully resurrected, because when Bayonetta awakens the left eye of the world, it's not connected to Jubileus. Plus, Jubileus isn't in Paradiso, where the sacrifices were supposed to be made for her to resurrect properly.
I mean, that doesn't mean no one should take a break from it. I mean, we don't really, but I asked for, I don't know if you guys saw, but where do you all have God of War if you don't use the well statement? Oh.
I put them at least 3A. Just consistent universal scaling.
I have
from
I have God of War at either low 2C or 2C, personally.
Yeah. I forgot the reason why they were at 2C. It's been a while. It's been a while. If I went through the games again, I'd probably find a reason why they were at 2C. But I put them at least 3A, because it's consistently shown that, hey, they're the gods of the new powers that be. A rule over creation, because they take the place of the Titans, who takes the place of the Primortals.
It was for the same reason. The reason I have 2C God of War is because they can affect time. So for me, I'm a lot more lax when it comes to power scaling. If you have a universal feat, or let's say universal, and then you have another feat confirming that you can affect time, alright, great, you're now 2C to me. Good shit. So I'm pretty lax on that. I know some people are really anal about it, but that just makes sense to me. I could be
Where do you
wrong.
put Bayonetta? I'd say anything under 3 is dim play. It's kind of hard to put Bayonetta anywhere, because her greatest feat is in Bayo 1. Because her feat with Baldur in 2 can't be used, because fucking Lopter or Loki, whatever his name is, destroys the eyes of the world and fucks up that entire process with Aesir, and then Aesir possesses Baldur before they can have a proper fight, and then just fucks up off. So you can't really use those feats accurately.
It seems that Cyber's dead on arrival, so to speak. So, you got anyone else who you fucking know on my server?
Whereas Jubileus doesn't work because she doesn't fight Jubileus.
So can
Or
my
she
phone
doesn't
send
fight
my
the
phone-
fully resurrected Jubileus. She fights like an imperfect Jubileus, and then the way she beats her is that she has to summon like the ruler of hell using Jean's help, and then the ruler of hell beats the imperfect Jubileus by punching her into a sun, and she burns up in the sun, which is pretty big evidence. Like, you don't even need a statement to prove that she's an imperfect Jubileus because she burns up in a fucking sun. She doesn't die from making contact with something. She just dies to a sun.
It's also worth knowing that if you fail to actually send her to the sun, she will kill your character. And also,
Yeah, she literally
Sheba as
flies
well.
back around and comes and kills you.
So that means Sheba wouldn't be able to fight her in a second go around. Talk about being trash.
Either that or she just kills Bayonetta, which would mean that by definition, like, Bayonetta would have to be way weaker than that star. And that would be the sun in our universe, so it wouldn't even be like the sun at the end of its lifespan.
Yeah,
It would just be like
unfortunately,
a
if you
normal
want to
star.
argue, so she's not even star level. I mean, I think star level's fair game after the events of Bayonetta 1, because we do have statements from one of the Madamas being able to control stars, so at the very least, cosmic levels of power are there. Really, and my friend Daniel also really supports a higher Bayonetta. I need to talk to Daniel again. We haven't been able to chat, even though I tried to hit him up again. The only way you could scale Bayonetta high is you have to confirm Rodon's fights are canon. Because otherwise,
you can confirm that. Well, specifically, no. You specifically have to confirm the first one is. Confirming the second one doesn't confirm the first one. Because all Rodon says in the second fight is that it's been a while since we've done this. He doesn't confirm that the first one happens.
I mean, how
he just says it's
powerful-
been a while since they fought.
Composite Mario.
How powerful is Composite Mario? Because, like, as far as I'm aware, Mario doesn't really have anything crazy that could beat Dante.
Wait, Paper Mario. Oh boy.
I mean, like, I have some scissors that could probably take out Mario in paper form.
No, you might as well just use fucking SMT Neuro
I
at that
think,
point.
I think I have an eraser that could probably fucking take on Mario.
Damn. Nah, just put fucking Neuro there.
Okay, hang on. I have mixed feelings about God of War 4. I'm better with 3, but if I didn't use the well statement, probably low 2C to higher into it. I'm open-minded to 2B if it's possible. Mario's multiversal.
Then it's a fair fight.
Neuro throws his fucking
Did you
devil
just not
arm.
want? Did you just not want to say the statement for that reason?
And no one wants to do Shadow versus Virgil.
Nope. That sounds like a terrible matchup.
No one wanted to do Shadow versus Vegeta, and
It's
yet
not
we
like
got
Mario
it.
would just stand there and let you cut him. I mean, but he's made of paper, so like, what the fuck is he gonna do to me? He's gonna give me a paper cut? Good luck when I have scissors in my hand.
He wouldn't know. He wouldn't be able to witness Zim's existence because he exists on a piece of paper.
I've seen the well statements, so I understand where that comes from. Paper Mario isn't 2D.
From what I
it's weird to see
remember,
what he is 2D.
Mario was supposed to be tier variant because depending on the game, he's like vastly stronger than one or another. One.
What
How
the
the
fuck
fuck
is that?
How the
What?
fuck is Paper Mario outer versal? That's a better question.
How?
First of all, why would Nero throw bullets at Mario? Wouldn't he just shoot them? Like,
No, I'm trying to make
take
a
them out of the
no,
gun.
I'm trying to make an SMT joke here where Dante throws multiversal pizza. I'm trying to make a fucking joke here. Come on.
If you're gonna use that joke, just say Dante has Pandora. It's a lot
God
easier
damn it.
because then he can literally just make a multiversal pizza. That's all Pandora's good for.
Wait. Super Mario RPG's outer versal? How the fuck is Super Mario RPG outer versal? I know a bit more about that one than I do up here, Mario.
Where's fucking Neil at? God damn it. Hold
Well,
on.
Neo should be sleeping right now, all things
This
considered.
nigga ain't sleeping. He is not sleeping. He up right now.
I don't want to have artiversal arguments right now.
Where is Kyle?
That's a better question.
He's in the ether, just chilling.
I hope not.
That's
I
where-
haven't made my video for Monday yet, so I fucking need Kyle to fucking get over here so I can make a video with him.
Damn. Nah, I already tagged him. You
Man,
late.
if he's sleeping, leave him alone.
He's not sleeping.
Let him sleep.
He's literally up right now.
Well, no, just because his phone says he's online doesn't mean he's fucking, like, there, if that makes sense.
Yeah, my status is on idle all the time, but like,
Yeah,
I'm not usually online.
Damn.
Alright, let's see here. Alexandrite fucking sucks. I know Abyss isn't here right now and he's the only one who plays this game, but this fucking summon sucks.
I thought for a minute you were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm like, well,
Wait, Neil,
it is a
tell me right
vanilla.
now. What you talking about?
Any chance we could talk about what crossover ship would be good for Dante?
I can't think of any
what do you have in
crossover
mind?
ships.
What do you have in mind, Red Dusk?
Like, if you say Bayonetta, oh my lord.
That would be kind of weird to me. Because, like...
Should I play Bayonetta?
I mean...
Wow, you said any female character. Oh boy.
I mean, it's up to you. Any female character.
Bruh, come on now.
Because
I'm
this
trying to
seems
think
like
of one that's, like, right for Dante.
Because Bayonetta just seems like Alucard. What if Alucard was a female?
Dante and Lightning from Final Fantasy is a good ship.
Oh god, Cap.
I don't know. I can't really see that because Lightning's fucking. Lightning's not She's not someone who would like have a good time with Dante, in my personal opinion.
Wait, Neil said Mario is like 2B vicious to pure hearts. On his own, he's like 4A to Universal. Although there isn't truly a composite Mario, all media of Mario is equally as canon as another.
Like I said, tier variant. It depends on the game he's in.
Damn.
Well, that's why you would use a composite version of the character, kind of like Link from Legend of
Atomic. Could you stop spamming all caps in the chat? Please.
Castiel is Universal. Fucking find me.
What's happening?
I guess
Somebody mentioned that?
I guess yeah, Pimp mentioned Castiel's Universal. Raven from Teen Titans DC.
Which Castiel?
I mean, like, what the
'Cause
fuck
they're,
is the
like-
version of Raven?
There's like 4 different versions of Castiel.
What are you guys talking about? Let's see if you are trolling.
I mean, Castel from Supernatural is multi-galaxy level.
Based on... I mean, the angels are extremely difficult to scale in Supernatural because they're so weird because they inhabit human bodies by asking their permission, and you never see their true forms.
Yep.
And they say it's weird because they never like demonstrate what they're fully capable of. You can only just say, except for Castiel. Okay, so the strongest one Castiel. We can't scale him, except above like.
Oh my freaking
Except
goodness.
vastly above superhuman.
Hi, Neo.
That doesn't really-
They all talking about Mario, right?
Yeah.
No lo abrimos. 2 hours of persianas.
You can't really scale
Come
anyone
on!
supernatural outside of
Hold on, I gotta keep
sort of, but not really.
Alright. So, what specifically about Mario do you need to talk about?
They were just kind of asking like, where he was, and I just told them he's tier variant because depending on
And
the
we
game
got
he's in,
people arguing.
he's
Wait,
like
didn't you just say one in
he's
Mario?
various different tiers.
I'm sorry, I've heard one a Mario argument. I fundamentally disagree with Mario being above tier 2. Any higher than that is, in my opinion, just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
So, the best I think you could probably say is like God Castiel from season 7 is like universal, but that's kind of like you're using some guesswork because Death does say he's like I've met God and you sir are no God.
Monica versus Hit.
So it's like he doesn't really perform any universal feats because he's on the Earth the entire time. We can't really scale him. We just know he's stronger than any of the archangels because he rips Raphael into pieces. So,
You're talking about... Okay, so did you say God? I mean, not God, but Death can't scale to God?
No. I said that that Death looks at God Castiel and he says, "I've met God and you, sir, are no God." So you can't really like. It's kind of hard to scale God Castiel to Chuck because you can't really do that based off Death's statement. Also, his body and his vessel are breaking down due to the Leviathans, so he would be getting weaker. Plus, he doesn't really do anything with his power. He just cures plagues on the planet and then gets angry.
Who even said he was on par with God? That doesn't even make sense with the consistency of the series either.
Well, it's just like, for him, I want to believe that, but he doesn't do anything. Like, he doesn't get any time because he just spends his time on the Earth because he's more concerned with fixing Chuck's mistakes. But he also isn't aware of the fact that Chuck has made the other timelines. Granted, they aren't created yet until, like, in the show, at least, in terms of the writing, until season 12. But still, he's not aware of the existence of other realities. So, yeah. I mean, because he just, like, him being God Castiel, that just gives him a massive power boost. He doesn't get, like, any new abilities or anything. Because all it does, like, they explain that souls in Supernatural are like a nuclear reactor. They're just full of power. So he just gets a massive power boost, but we can't confirm that he gets any new abilities, so unless he demonstrates them, we can't really upgrade him above vaguely saying he's stronger than archangels.
Oh, wait a second. Someone said high 1A is high 1A is the highest. I do not believe in all. Tier 0 is not omnipotence. That's the thing. Ever was.
I mean, to be fair, omnipotence is a term created by religion, so I don't have any reason to believe it exists. It's like a whole, I don't have any reason to think it's there, but you would have to prove it exists. So, I just say that 1A is, generally speaking, like, fine as far as tiering. There's no point in even mentioning tier 0.
Oh, I need better.
Where is Zim?
Oh well, freaking! I had to deal with like something here, and then I didn't really know where else to. Didn't really know when to jump back in because I'm also farming in the background still.
Dante,
literally-
the skill. Dante, you're not changing the skill on me. Hold up.
This is like the second or third VC I've been in this day. Earlier, I was debating someone on why being faster than light is possible in fiction.
That's
Oh,
still
boy.
something you have to do.
Could you just tell them, like, hey, look, I know it doesn't seem that believable to you, but there is this thing called, like, the author's authority, and, like, canon.
That's one of the points I brought up. That's one of the points I brought up. But the funny thing was, it was a pain. It was a pain. But I'm not trying to go back on that. That was a head score. So.
Yeah, no, I got you. I always try to start with that one usually because it's
One of their main okay. I'll go back on one of their main points is that in fiction you cannot move faster than light unless they do it quote unquote correctly. Otherwise, known as basically travel in time backwards or surpass gravity. Ignoring that doesn't make any sense.
Aren't there several verses that claim that you have to move like near the speed of light or faster than the speed of light to move backward or forward in time?
Like I said, it's a case by case, but the person who I was arguing with was trying to apply that universally, reverse.
So I can't confirm. I was just like,
trying to
figure out who opened the
I think
game.
even Kingdom Hearts has some weird statements like that in the specifically in the new chapters for Unchained X, because it confirms the darkness is talking to Maleficent, and he's just like, hey, this like arc thing will shoot you forward and will shoot you forward at the speed of light, and you'll use that to travel forward in time. And I'm like, wait, what? The speed of wait. Then how do we explain Roxas jumping across the fucking solar system in like Kingdom Hearts 3?
And that's it. Well, when in that cases, in a lot of cases, speed of light is usually or faster than light is usually used as its flavor text at that point, especially when the series already has like that,
I'm just assuming at that point it's just a phenomenon with that machine, because that's the best way. Because that's the only way in mentioned time where it's mentioned. If it happens a second time, then there's a massive inconsistency. But luckily, it only really happens with Maleficent, and she's doing the weird like I don't want to say like a time heist because she gets like. Have you seen like the new chapters for Unchained X, like the new story updates for it?
No, haven't.
It just sort of explains what happens to Maleficent after the events of 1, when Sora and the rest of the gang beat her, and she just gets sent back in time. It explains how she gets back to the present, and potentially sets up for like the explanation of Vanitas. Because a lot of people are claiming that like the darkness will become Vanitas, because that's literally what he says in like Cage 3 is just like, I am darkness. And a lot of people hated that because they're like, oh, that fucks with your character arc. or a potential character arc. And he's just like, what I am is darkness. But since Ventus is like an ancient Keyblade wielder, it makes a lot more sense. Because he just says, I'm something that was sleeping inside of you. Dante's Quicksilver versus Hit's Time Stop.
Yeah, you might use the Bengal time there, good buddy.
Oh, I mean,
I
at that point, it
heard
would
some muffled stuff in there.
The Virgil defending against Quicksilver is weird.
Not really. I mean,
The fact that he can do it.
Quicksilver in gameplay isn't a full time stop. It's time slow. Well, granted, for the first frame it does. It's a time stop.
And Wonder of Universal MK rating. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot more about like high-end Mortal Kombat scaling recently.
Oh, high what? High what?
High-end Mortal Kombat scaling.
High 1A or what?
No, I mean like Universal Level Plus. All that jazz.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say no. Fuck no. I'm gonna have to shut that down. I can see Universal. Combat. Actually, funny enough, I do believe in it. Even beyond the one being, I believe Shao Kahn is universal, but not usually though.
DMC Abigail versus Omega Shenron.
So
Well, since he's a GT character, you would just scale him above the top tiers of DBZ, which means he'd be above Buhan, which means he'd be vaguely universal if you consider that Buhan was going to collapse the DBZ macroverse. But that's not enough to be near Abigail, who's consistently 2C and above. Oh, I guess Abigail would stomp.
I'm pretty sure. Well, hang on. How powerful is Omega Shenron though?
Well, so GT doesn't really explain specifically, like GT just explains that some of the stronger characters there, obviously the main villains of the arcs, are more powerful than the characters from Z, because it's confirmed in the GT Perfect files that characters like Gohan and such actually was training during the entire time after. So he's actually stronger than Ultimate Gohan was before, and Goku is. And these characters constantly fight Gohan and Goku and do well, usually beating them in several exchanges throughout the arcs. So we can definitely confirm they're stronger than the characters in GT. So you just scaled them vaguely above, or they're stronger than the characters in Z. So you would scale the GT villains above them in Z, unless stated otherwise.
Omega Shenron definitely is universal. Well, he can get there basically through just basic scaling alone. It's a complicated thing because like a lot of that, because mind you, we're going off of Toeiverse here, not the original canon. The original canon is far weaker than what Toei's Dragon Ball is, which is the same canon that GT follows. In not GT, but Toeiverse Buu Saga characters are like around. No, it's not. Is it? Yeah, they're like around what? Very close to being universal. Like they're like at the very high end of like multi galaxy level, and like Shenron like basically is at the end of that scaling chain and like hits universal, but not too far above baseline though.
Yeah.
So the fact that Shenron was going to destroy the universe through I forgot how he was going to do it, but he was though.
I'm pretty sure it's just a result of Black Dragon Balls, because I believe they destroyed they destroyed planets, right?
Although I'm not saying he beats Abigail, I'm just saying that I do think he's universal, but you know.
Yeah, I mean the characters in the End of Z, like Fat Boo and like Goku, are definitely already like approaching galaxy level. I don't know about the high end specifically, though. I guess if you had a statement that confirmed they could blow up the north, the south, the east, or the west galaxies, then they would be vastly multi-galaxy level, because the north, east, and south, like the 4 quadrants, are actually like they're literally a quarter of the universe. So they're not just like galaxies; they're like literally hundreds of billions of, or not hundreds of billions,
Abyss,
dozens of billions of galaxies.
I hate it.
No, Abigail would be both of them, because Abigail has solid 2C scaling way above
I
that.
mean,
But
Shin Shenron's
So-
not even that strong. If I remember correctly, like Goku in Super Saiyan fucking 4 was already gonna beat him.
yeah, no, Sen Shinron was going to get beat by him. He even was fighting with Omega Shinron while he was blind, and he was like, I can beat you with both of my eyes closed, and then he's just like, I can sense your evil, and he's like, what if I throw this clock at you? It has no evil in it. And he's just like, actually, I can see you as if my eyes were even were closed. And he had been fighting like in Super Saiyan 4 for like hours, and had been fighting people all day long. So, wherever you would put Super Saiyan
Anyone,
4, you
anyone
just
guys
put a
got a
Mega
match for
Shenron
Frieza?
roughly above that.
Anyone guys got a
Here
match
is the
for
Dragon
Frieza?
Ball universe is infinite inside. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Here's the thing. Okay. Here's the thing about Dragon Ball's microcosm, however you want to say it. Does have multiple universes, but they're not separated by space and time. So being able to bust them is not. It's not remotely 2C or anything like that. They're not separated by space and time or anything like that. And there's never been evidence for that.
I've seen some evidence for it, so I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but you probably are, given you talk about this. Someone showed me a manga panel of Goku confirming that time moves differently in the realm of the dead versus the realm of the living, to support the idea that they're separate timelines. I'm not sure if you've seen that.
Maybe I may have look at that panel. I have to look at that panel. I may have probably seen it, but it's been a while. I kind of tend to avoid Dragon Ball combos in general.
Sorry, I'm done with that story.
No, as far as I'm aware, there's never really been universe. There's never really been proof that the universes are separate space times, and even then, let's assume that Goku was destroying everything. He wasn't destroying the whole microcosm. He was just destroying the universe. That's outright stated that he was destroying just the universe. So it wouldn't even scale to anyone except for Xena.
I thought Xena wasn't a fighter.
He's not.
He's not, but some reason he can just erase shit. He's probably one of the stupidest characters in the series.
I've
But
heard
hey,
someone
that's the whole
argue.
difference.
I've heard someone argue it's just a hack's ability.
You can't argue
I
that.
got
You
nothing for you. I can't come.
You honestly can't argue that, but honestly, that's a whole different discussion. I really just do not like talking about Dragon Ball. It's a lot of its, no offense, actually no fucking full offense. A lot of its fans are, a lot of its debaters are just fucking toxic.
I mean, is he wrong?
I mean, I would only really be interested in Dragon Ball scaling when we're talking about like super specific characters, not in versus battles, because there aren't a lot of abilities in Dragon Ball that are particularly interested to me, because most of the characters just consist of hitting you really hard or moving really fast or throwing a ki blast or something, or throwing multiple ki blasts.
Oh yeah,
And
Dragon
that's
Ball.
the best.
Yeah, Dragon Ball is not really a hacks verse. Even it's not really a hacks verse per se. It's mostly and that's one of the reasons why the characters in the series, they have some insanely AP stats. For like whatever tier they are, but they have little hacks to back themselves up. Like for example, Goku was like
they're
one
too
of the highest
honest.
characters in like Goku's like one of the highest characters in like 3A and like 3A, but he doesn't really have too much hacks though.
Yeah, he's like Dragon Ball characters surprisingly are super honest, because they don't have any they don't have any sauce. We'll call it that. Like Goku's got like what? The Kaioken. All right, I can destroy my body to make myself marginally stronger. All right. You got a Destructo Disc, which is just condensed energy that can cut people in half, but can also be resisted by people who have stronger energy. All right. We got a teleportation that requires specific concentration and can be disrupted by loud noises.
So,
and then the Spirit Bomb takes forever to charge.
I was thinking to myself that Alexandrite sucked, but I guess I didn't read the second part of their blessing. Wow, okay, never mind. Alexander's actually pretty good now. That's actually a really good fucking blessing right there.
Some guy asks, "Do you think Dante and Samus Aran is a good shit?" No, I do not like shit.
Like, nigga, why?
What?
Why would you?
Like, why? Like, why would
What
you
is-
do that?
I don't know if Samus has anything in common with
Dante
Dante.
and Samus being a good ship.
I don't think Dante would even be a good ship for anyone in Metroid. Actually,
Well, what's his other option? Mother Brain?
Dante
fair,
and Peach.
to be fair, the lack of a body is sexy, right? You know.
Dante and Peach.
Okay, take it easy there, Neo.
Oh,
The
they
characters
say
are
no.
watching.
They say what they They say when you don't have any room to consent, it's best. It's better.
I'll
I
only
agree.
support a Dante v Samus
What?
ship if it gets Dante into Smash.
Well, of course Samus is paired with Snake.
Guys, you ship Samus with Snake, and that's all you ship him or ship her with.
I mean,
Dante
who else?
and
You
Peach.
can't really ship Snake like that. That Fox guy.
Shit, I'm surprised you even know what the fuck Fox Die is.
Oh God, please
Dante
don't
and
get what
Princess
you
Snake is too
talking
busy
about.
throwing C4 at people to pair up with anybody.
He protects his virginity by setting up obstacle courses for Samus to cross.
Yep.
I thought fucking Snake didn't care about relationships.
Samus to this day is chasing him across the galaxy.
Alright, let's bust out Kefka. Kefka's alright, but I was never able to secure his full kit either.
No, wait, is it Kefka? Is this Dragon Ball? Because if so, she's actually fucking hot.
What?
I said
Oh.
Kefka. It's from Dragon Ball. If that's what you're talking about.
Kefka!
No,
The
he's
antagonist
saying
from Final
Kefka.
Fantasy
Oh, my
fucking 6.
My bad. God damn
Shin!
it.
I
Yeah,
didn't know you
it's-
were in the
it's the
clown,
same
Shin,
mistake
but
that guy
okay.
Listen, I don't play Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's a pretty
I don't even
close
play
sounding
Final
name.
Fantasy.
Also, Kefka, Joker, what?
God
Because
damn it.
Dante's conflict with the demons is direct conflict with Samus' conflict with space pirates. Yeah, I think it's a little different, but alright.
I mean, does Samus... Wait, hang on. Since Samus is a Nintendo character, I feel like this is a pretty honest question to ask. Does she actually talk in her games? Or is she like me?
She doesn't mutter M, but fuck no, she doesn't need to do that again.
Sounds like someone's not a fan of Other M.
Damn.
Okay.
So she doesn't actually talk.
Well,
like,
okay, so she
or-
talks.
She can and she does in one
talks
game, but
in
it's
the
best that
can-
she doesn't.
She.
Ever.
Oh.
Is this like a Link situation where it's like too weird for her to talk? Or
No.
just like, I
It's
like
because
it?
the one game she's talked in is the one hated by Metroid fans because it according to them it ruined her character.
Oh. Okay.
No,
She does canonically talk in the manga though, so the canon manga she does talk
Then
in.
she's not going to be a good pair with Dante because Dante does like some communication, and talking with a mute person is going to be kind of difficult.
Dante and Peach.
Connection or no
Listen,
connection.
Oh, stop! No, that doesn't work at all.
No,
No,
don't get Alan started. It all works out.
that'd be weird. That'd be too weird, honestly.
I know, guys.
That'd be way too
Luigi and
weird.
Peach is the main fucking chip.
No,
Luigi and Peach.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, get back at his brother.
And that's a no.
Mundus-
No, the
Mundus
sad
and
part about
Airpods.
it is Luigi actually canonically got sloppy seconds right after Mario bounced on Daisy. And Luigi got the sloppy seconds. That's a sad story, man. What
That's
the fuck?
bad.
He got basically fucked over by his own brother, and he basically just gave him the leftovers, man.
He's just like, fine, I'll go play in my mansion for 3
Well, I
years.
just one-shotted Beelzebub.
Same so, Biz Hunter. Same so.
Samus and Dante. What's with this Samus and Dante? Oh my
It's
god.
all mixed. Like,
Just ship Dante and Peach.
Samus
No.
is
Oh.
That's actually even worse than
guys, just
even worse
Just do
than
Palutena.
Samus. And,
Just do Palutena. That's like your best bet.
Virgil and Zelda. Virgil and
Why
Zelda.
the hell? No.
I mean,
It's not like she's loyal to Link.
to be fair, Link and Palutena could work. That would actually work if you ask me. I can argue why, but I don't feel like doing shipping because I'm
I
not
mean,
too.
Zelda only
Okay,
stopped
John,
being mute
you're
in
going
Breath
on
of the Wild, and
timeout
I haven't
again.
played that game, so I can't like.
what did he do?
Everyone knows
Mundus-
Samus can only ship with Why Ridley though?
Why Ridley? It's like
Mundus
just
and
what?
Andross.
What?
Mundus
in
and
the
Andross.
Ooh!
Isn't Bane like a female version of Dante?
Yeah, like,
Kinda.
It's
Oh,
a
no,
female.
she
She's
is.
a female
Almost
hack and
confirmed that.
slash character, if that's what you're getting at. She's not a female
like, call me
version of
straight up
Dante.
scared that a male version of Bayonetta is Dante.
I mean,
Mundus
so is
Nandra.
Trish. By that, like Trish is also a female hack and slash character. So is Lady. So was
How
Lucia,
about
but
pre-DMC?
obviously all these characters have
Dante and
completely
Rhea's
different
Gremory?
things.
No,
Wait.
that wouldn't work either.
Yeah, no, wait, Rhea's Gremory? No, she's too fucking entitled. Bitch has not earned anything.
If I
Moon
swore
just
off
an
the back
android,
of
Everything
Mary,
handed
everybody.
to her on a silver plate. She didn't even have to earn her fucking title. She got that handed to her.
guys, I just want to,
I
I just
disagree
want
with
to paint a
Shin,
picture
whatever.
for you.
No,
about
she
what
literally
Dante
got her own
Shins's-
fucking title handed to her.
Hey,
No one
hey,
sips. Moon is an
I need to
android.
say this. I need to say this for the stream. I took the time out of my day to go read Before the Nightmare, and I assure you, Dante had a perfectly valid and attractive woman sitting on his doorstep in the form of Lucia. Her mother literally told her to like knock up his daughter or knock up her daughter, and he was like, I have my reasons. And he's like, Sparta me better excuses, like, I'm a better man than my father. Like, that's how that conversation went. So
I hope Virgil shows up on the island one day and she's like, you just pretend to be Dante for like a day.
Virgil's just like, this is the place where my father was? Yes, and this is my daughter. It's like, yes, I believe your brother came here as well, and he refused to do this. Oh, he did now. Did he now?
Oh, he did now, did he? Well, let's change that.
Since Dante has Lady and Fresh, Lucia
Virgil
should be
dying,
Virgil's team buddy.
What? Oh, actually,
Lucia.
I do agree with that one too. I do agree with that to an extent, actually. So
Virgil and Jean is a lot more likely than Dante and Bayonetta, because I don't think
Well,
Dante and Bayonetta will get along.
So, in case you guys didn't hear what Alan said, Alan's saying that because Dante already has fucking Lady and Trish as partners, that Virgil should have Lucia as a partner. I actually agree with that one to an extent.
Dude, because they both have problems with Dante.
Exactly. Lucia's like, I just want to get banged by Dante, and then Virgil's like, well, Dante's a fucking little shit, so whatever. I guess
It's just like, yeah.
What,
I also don't like using guns, and I throw small, sharpened objects at people. And Virgil's just like, hey, me too.
God damn it, John.
I also do that.
This is going to be the best partnership that's ever existed.
By the way, I also have a devil trigger. I have a devil trigger as well.
Wow.
We have so much in common.
NTR story. Oh, you really going there?
That sounds like an NTR story. What the fuck?
PR about it.
Neo's probably the only guy who fucking likes NTR.
No,
lady's
that's
not gonna.
right there.
Lady wouldn't work because he's known lady his entire life from like 3 onwards, and Insuno and Matt confirmed they're not a couple.
Hang on.
So.
Zam, lady should fuck Dante. She's known him more. I mean,
No.
She hasn't.
It would be better than fucking Trish. That's all I'm going to say on that one.
Lady definitely would be a really good candidate. It's just there's one problem. She hasn't done it.
Well,
I ship Lady and Arias.
Alan does crack ships. Do not listen to the boy. Do not listen to him. Do not feed him.
Yeah, I'm not in favor of necrophilia because Arias is dead. So.
Virgil equals shit. No, don't even try to compare me to fucking Virgil. No.
You guys,
I think this is going to marry Period.
You would have to be OGs to understand why Shin hates these kinds of things.
Listen,
I wonder if Sanctus is going to marry Period, though.
I will take Morgan, hands down.
Sanctus is dead. Okay.
Capcom girl for Dante?
Yeah.
No, I don't think Morgan will work for the same reasons as Bayonetta for Dante. Well, no, actually not the same reasons, but
Morgan would work better than Bayonetta.
Guys, think of have any of you read
I think
the
Sanctus
DMC2
and
novel?
Period could have been a cool couple.
Hang on a minute. Have any of you read the DMC2 novel?
Leave
that would
Leon.
Beryl is probably the closest thing we would have to a person that would be a good match for Dante. Like, as far as like her personality.
I mean,
but you'd have to know what I'm talking about.
I mean, Beryl's personality was pretty close to fucking. If we're being honest, probably Jill. I think she was the closest to Jill.
Yeah, I was thinking so.
Jill or Claire.
I wonder how Cat would be paired. I wonder how Cat would be paired for main Dante.
Like the reboot character?
Yeah, how would Cat pair with him?
No,
honestly, probably not that bad, all things considered.
Yeah.
That would be kind of weird because she'd be like screaming. She's just like, "We're in limbo," and he's just like, "What is limbo? Limbo doesn't exist."
That's probably better pairing than most people have said so far on the stream. Ironically enough. Did you
From a guy who likes crack pairings.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't give you authority. I'm with you.
Wait a minute. Oh.
I take the authority of Sanctus and Kyrie.
Surprised nobody. I'm surprised nobody brought up. I'm surprised nobody shipped Dante with anyone from fucking Monster Girl Encyclopedia.
Wait, Dante with the Monster Girl? Well, okay, what Monster Girl are we talking about?
Depends on which one. I'm not trying to ship it, but I'm surprised nobody brought that up. Honestly,
I'm like, Monster Girl Cliff. I mean, there's a whole bunch of fucking kids in here.
I was mainly talking about Encyclopedia, but
Well, my question is, what type of fucking monster girl would Dante be interested in?
I don't even know if he would even be into one though. That's the question. I don't know.
Ship Kamoshida with Trish.
And well, there's issues with that, Alan. I mean, it's not wrong, but still, there's issues with that. You're fucking.
Virgil and
Well, Joke's Dante would probably be the second best ship so far.
The only
Virgil-
ships we need to discuss the
Trish would
ones
be
that
the
involve
best.
Virgil.
Dante and Angela, Thor's sister. I have no clue how Angela is.
I don't even know who that is.
Topic needs to stop.
You know what? I get asked.
Yes, after Chaos said I should zone with Mangler, yes, this needs to stop.
What?
What? Someone is actually shipping Zim with Mangler? What?
What?
No. Anyways, hang on. So like,
He couldn't handle me.
Oh, that's fucking rich coming from you.
5 minutes of arguing like an elderly couple.
Oh,
You never gave me anything.
damn.
Anyways, hang on a minute. So going back a minute. So, you know, one of the things I get asked a lot, and I guess since Neo's here and Neo's been doing power scaling for a while. Neo, did you ever get burned out of power scaling where you just left for a while, or no?
What's he doing that right now?
That's kind of what the I don't know. Here's the thing. Compared to how I power scale now compared to how I did back then, I used to do it. I used to be heavily into power scaling and debating as it is, but now I'm kind of distancing myself away from it. I do power scale, obviously that's apparent, but I don't. But I've kind of slowed down on it to say the least now.
Yeah, because I get asked all the time, like, how are you still doing this? Like, because have you not been burned out yet? And I'm like, well, unlike you guys who are doing it like every single fucking day, I was lazy about it, so I've never really been in the case where I burned myself out.
The thing is about it, I don't see anything wrong with power scaling. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone wants to see how powerful a character is, at least from their perception. I've already said this before. If you're coming into power scaling and debating with objectivity, then you're missing the point, and you're part of the problem of why debating is toxic as it is. No offense. Actually, no, all offense, as I said.
I think actually the reason I never got burned out is because I never debated as often as you guys did. I just like power scale characters to move on my day, but like a lot of you guys did actually do debates in the background and shit.
The problem with debates now is that there's not even debates that are so much
Hello,
close.
Kyle. Good to see you. I wonder how Scott keeps it up.
What is the topic about?
Kyle,
Really,
What?
anything. I mean, actually, can't think of it.
Kyle, once the stream is over, we got to show
Well,
Mangler.
there's a very good answer to that, Azor. It's that
What the
Seth
hell is-
doesn't
wait.
debate all the time.
What is this about?
Go ahead.
What is this about me and Jim? What the fuck?
No. Let's move past it. Let's move.
Guys,
past the
just
shipping thing.
stop with the ships.
Okay, hang on.
Yes.
Okay, so before anyone gives his opinion, Seth doesn't keep up with it. You notice how Seth disappears for like 3 fucking months?
Yeah, no, Seth, like, if you check his video upload schedule, it's like wonky.
He does not fucking. He did not power scale anywhere near as hard as even I did in my heyday. Like he is pretty fucking lax about the whole situation. So that's how he fucking does it.
Like even if we're saying like we include his second channel and the other channels he's part of, we don't see him debate a lot. Maybe he's doing them on like a private Discord server, but as far as like public ones,
I mean, I said keeps up with power scale, but I see what you mean. I mean, like. He also, he does power scale new verses every now and again, but he only does popular shit. He doesn't really do anything obscure.
If he's not keeping up with normal power scaling, there's no way he's doing debates as frequently.
I think the most obscure thing he recently did was fucking Hunter x Hunter, but Hunter x Hunter is not really obscure. It's only obscure in reference to like Naruto and shit, because Naruto's a lot more mainstream.
And also garbage, Magneto, but
he hasn't seen
Oh yeah.
obscure yet.
Also, Naruto's actually fucking done. Unlike Hunter x Hunter, which will forever be on hiatus for
Well,
all eternity.
actually, Boruto is still going.
Oh my god, whatever. At least fucking it has.
Hey,
one.
we know what we said. We said Naruto. We didn't say Boruto.
Don't you argue semantics with me. Honestly, Swag Kage is better than Set. No. Swag Kage's lost several debates to Set. You could argue Swag Kage is more consistent with his uploads, but that's about as far as you can get with Swag Kage.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Are we talking about who's a better person or a better debater?
I'll be honest, they're probably both cunts, if we're being perfectly frank. Now, I don't know them in person. I'm not trying to say they're cunts, but like, based on how Set talks, he seems like an asshole. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I said this before. Beforehand. I don't care how good of a debater someone is, but if you're just a shit person in general, or you're just an asshole, I don't respect you fundamentally. You can be the best debater in the world, but if you're not doing anything positive for the community and making us look bad, then sorry, I don't respect you.
Swag,
That's kind of how my response was, Seth.
I mean,
As far as
personally,
debating goes, go ahead.
well, I mean, personally, I'd rather discuss about characters and verses than actually like debate about them.
I don't debate. That's one reason why I stopped debating. It's fundamentally pointless. At least as far as fictional debating, it's fundamentally pointless. That's why I stopped doing it. Now I just only stick to power scaling.
Yeah, because that's where it's actually fucking fun.
Yeah, I mean, I missed debatings that were somewhat close. That
Who
both
was
the
it that
debaters.
said adult Sasuke would beat Madara? Was it Swag Kage or Set? I'm pretty sure both of them agreed that adult Sasuke would beat Madara.
I don't know, but the point I'm trying to make here is just the fact that I don't know. I really, honestly, I don't. Nowadays, people like to respect people based on how good they're debaters. This is one of the reasons why people like Parrot and Steph get clout and all that stuff. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, I don't care how good they are. I don't respect them.
Yeah, Parrot is.
So different
Parrot's to put it nicely, he's
an interesting case.
He's a strong guy, we'll call it, to put it nicely, because I've spoken to
An
Parrot.
interesting case.
I just don't care much for one-shot attacks. I just don't care about one-hit kills from debates. I like ones that take multiple hits to take down the other character down. But instead, we gotta get freaking one hit. It's so dumb.
It's ironic that you say that, even though I've read some of your characters.
I'll say Alan. I don't think you ever understand there. Okay, look up Webcam Parrot. He's another guy in the sort of community.
I know him.
So if we're talking better debating, I mean, Seth and Swag only really debates Naruto. If we're talking that, like, no. I don't think Seth's
here's the thing. The thing that a lot of people don't understand: power, like you can't rank fiction. You can't rank debaters. This is not even just a fictional thing. This is in general. You can't rank debate. You just really cannot power scale or like rank debaters based on thing. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing that I've learned, and it's just an objective truth to it. Debating is circumstantial. Sometimes the circumstances just don't align for you, and you're just not going to win. You can be a better debater than someone, but if circumstances don't align and certain stuff doesn't happen, something throws you off, etc., your something's going to mess you up, and it's going to make you either lose or like win with diff or something like that. Point I'm trying to make is debating differences in like how better than someone is compared to another person. It's not as black and white as easy as he beat this person, so he's better. No, there's a lot of circumstance behind it. People don't realize.
So when I say Swag is a Naruto debater, I generally believe I have good reason to believe he's telling the truth and is a lot more honest about his positions and spends a lot more time researching it than Seth does. But that's mainly because it's the main source of income on his channel.
I hate to be
whereas Seth does a lot of different things.
I hate to be that guy, but like, at least from my knowledge of their relationship, Seth seems to beat Swag in most of the debates in general. So, like, even if you want to argue that Swag does his own research, he seems to bow to Seth's opinion more often than not.
Not if you've seen the overwhelming majority of their videos.
I've seen a couple of theirs, and Swag comes out winning a lot of the time.
Yes, Swag carries the video usually.
I guess I've only seen the ones with Seth.
That's Swag's main thing. Like, it doesn't matter how good Seth thinks he is at Naruto scaling. That's Swag's entire thing.
It's not even like
he acknowledges Kakashi's the strongest. I like this.
He acknowledges Kakashi's omnipotent. Yes, and nothing else.
Okay, you guys keep mentioning Zastando. I've never met Zastando at any point.
Oh, let's not talk. No, actually, we can talk about him. I don't care.
That name.
Don't
Do not mention that name's down.
Okay.
He's a fucking retard. I don't want to get too much about him, but fuck him. He's a fucking retard. I don't care.
Doesn't Seth ignore durability? I do not know. I do not know. All I know is I disagreed with Seth's video on Go. So Seth made a video talking about this is the definitive Goku versus Superman. This is the last one I'm gonna do. This is the honest answer. I disagreed with him on it.
Until Screw Attack does another Goku versus Superman, and then I debunk that one, and that will be the last Goku versus Superman.
Well, no, so and you guys can give your opinions on this one, obviously. So Seth stated that AP-wise, Goku would beat we'll call it the generic version of Superman. I know someone got like really anal about it last time on the stream, but like you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm saying generic.
Base Superman.
Superman.
I think it was a Fetty actually, but
whatever the hell that means.
Milkman man comes out of nowhere and clotheslines you.
It's like, did someone say base?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a Fetty, who's unfortunately not on the stream right now. Anyways, Madara and Aizen should face off base Doctor Doom.
No.
Doctor Doom would stomp the both of them out.
In base? Like what
Doctor Doom versus who?
Okay, so he deleted his comment about Madara and Aizen.
Oh, if he was asking, okay, Doctor Doom versus Aizen. No, okay, it depends. Doctor Doom would shit on Aizen. You can fight me on that. He would shit on Aizen, especially if he has amps and stuff. Like, here's the thing. Even Doombots, even freaking Doctor Doom's Doombots have shown to be able to fight with people like Thor, Hulk, etc., etc., etc. So, like, let that sink in.
Does Doctor Doom have, like,
Wait, so will this scale to like your... Okay, so where would you scale a standard Doctor Doom?
4B, solar system.
Okay.
Does he have erasure and sealing? I need to know, specifically.
I'm trying to remember if he... I'm pretty sure he does have sealing, because there's, like, a lot of magical abilities and social abilities that have...
Then he definitely wins, even if we include Hogyoku Aizen. I was going to say, if he doesn't have sealing... You could argue Hogyoku Aizen would eventually win the battle because the Hogyoku would keep adapting.
He also warping manipulation to AAP to the effect.
Hold on a second. I'm okay. I have to remember because it's been a while since I've last watched Bleach. Which, by the way, I compared out of the Holy Shonen Trio and stuff like that, it's my favorite. I don't really care too much about Naruto, and I don't care too much about One Piece.
Hey, if you like Bleach, my man, you were a man of culture.
He's out here speaking.
So what I was gonna say. I don't recall too much about it, but here's the thing, though. I'm trying to remember. It doesn't matter. I'll just move on. Anyways.
I'm surprised you Hakuto the power skills much on your wiki.
I sit here like Vishnu, and I level 3 of them.
Vishnu? What? Oh.
I think that's like a real life like Indian god or something. I don't know.
Yes, I know who Vishnu is. I'm just saying. Like, wait, what about Vishnu again?
Look.
Because you know how he balances out the universes.
Look.
Oh, if for Hinduism as a whole, it's just fucking, it's insane. I don't like scaling religion or anything like that. But if you did, Hinduism is fucking insane.
We're not scaling religions, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Do not talk real life.
All right.
Please.
No,
we try to keep most of real life out of this fucking channel. Screw Attack rides Superman's jockstrap. Guys,
pretty sure Screw Attack still downplayed Superman.
No,
significantly.
They basically called him Limitless, so I don't know how bad you could downgrade Limitless.
Well, they showed feats of him only being like planetary. they kind of downgraded him by putting.
Yes.
Where are we gonna scale you Hakusho on your wiki now?
I don't. Okay, listen.
Do you scale you Hakusho or no? Because I don't know anything about that.
I don't know where I have Yu Hakusho. Well, I know where I have at the moment, but there's also different arguments, so I'm trying to figure out which one. I don't know.
Anyway, Sasuke should get along with Vegeta. In what capacity?
Why?
No, Sasuke is a very edgy child that had his entire family murdered, and for different reasons, for very, very different reasons than Vegeta had his entire family murdered. One was done as a result of intergalactic racism. The other one was done because he was trying to protect his brother.
That's fucking wrong. Frieza killed the Saiyans because he was worried that one day they'd be too
strong.
No.
I know. He thought he was gonna kill. They were gonna fight him. I'm just saying.
But he's a
he also did
flaming
because he was a fucking racist.
As well.
I mean, yeah, but that's not the reason he killed the Saiyans, though.
I'm
well,
sure it's part of it.
I mean, I'm sure
it was a
helped him
large.
in the right
It was a large.
direction.
So the point is, it's completely different from like Itachi wiping out the entire Uchiha clan. Like, oh, I'm gonna leave my brother and my entire family behind. Versus Frieza's just like, haha, stupid monkeys. I'm gonna like set you on fire. Like
That's not so
Is that
bad out
your
of context. Sorry.
yeah, like
Victoria, look at the
Like,
fireworks.
the two characters that these are created and shaped by these experiences are not necessarily gonna have the same bonding exercise.
And plus, not only that. Actually, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go on there.
Okay,
Let's move on.
Actually, no, hang on a minute. That's actually right. Doesn't Beerus order the destruction of Planet Vegeta?
Yeah.
Isn't that retcon in Super?
Stupid though. I'm sorry.
It's stupid because it's also not explained why, and Vegeta doesn't know about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Honestly, why would Beerus order the destruction of him when he can just do it himself first and foremost?
Well, to be fair,
It's not like
Frieza was
that's his
a
job or
doorman.
anything. Oh
Well,
wait.
that and Beerus has been shown to be incredibly lazy.
Yeah, no. The only real question is why would he want to kill the Saiyans though? Because like they all worked for Frieza loyally, so it's not like they were causing problems.
My assumption is that it has to do with the prophecy, and that he's just like, I don't want to get taken out by a god.
I could have sworn he was excited for the Super Saiyan God.
He doesn't explain himself, but I would assume that's my headcanon.
I mean, watch it never be brought up in the entire story.
Dude, it's brought up, and he's just like, I guess he doesn't know that. Like, I guess I don't remember what the exact.
Every
line
time
is.
it's like, isn't this the thing? Every time it's brought up, he dodges that shit hard and tries to switch the subject.
Well,
Yeah, but Vegeta's never there. That's the
Yeah.
important part.
Yeah, no, but like that's why I'm saying like at some point are they going to address Vegeta hearing the fact that his fucking father was killed by Beerus essentially?
His entire species was wiped out. He's gonna be like, hey,
No, he's gonna fucking.
you wanna
be like
walk
this
that
when he was
back?
when fucking Beerus
Hey,
back.
because
Goku!
the tournament,
Goku,
because
get
the tournament
over
of
here.
power is over, bitch.
And yet, Beerus is supposed to be not as evil as Frieza.
No. Watch. What's gonna happen is like he's gonna find out. He's gonna walk over to Goku and be like, "Goku, get over here! It's time to fusion dance." And then we're just gonna beat the shit out of Beerus.
It's just like, wait a minute. You said you blew up Planet Vegeta? Oh, yeah. No, Goku. I am completely fine with doing the Potara dance.
I got a feeling they're gonna have to kill all of them at the end of the series.
Here,
At the end
hey,
of,
Goku, we're gonna combine both these fusions and we're gonna see what happens.
I got a feeling they're gonna have to kill them all.
Trunks and Goten, you guys fuse, grab the other Potara earrings, we'll fuse, and then we'll beat the shit
He's
out.
gonna be like, hey, Trunks and Goten. Okay, wish the Dragon Balls to accelerate your life, like 10 years ahead, so you're roughly similar size. Fusion dance, we'll Potara, then we'll fuse those fusions, and then we'll kick it.
Just start dogpiling as many Saiyans as you can into one fusion.
They're gonna dogpile what's left of like.
You only
the
get
Saiyan-
one attack, but it's enough to kill him.
Yeah, it's gonna be like intergalactic, like Kamehameha final
Generational
fucking
galactic
ghosts.
Kamehameha.
It's basically 2 different generations worth of it. Yeah, that's stupid.
That'd be amazing.
So is that wait? So how many Saiyans would that be? Because you have 2,
So you have
making
4,
1.
You have 4 Saiyans, so there's at least 2 pairs, and then you have Gohan, who could literally do it with
No. I mean, if we're counting the fusions,
Oh,
because we have
okay.
2 Saiyans together, which makes 1,
So there'd be 2 Saiyans into 1.
and 2 half-human, half-Saiyans, which means we have just 1 half-human, half-Saiyan, which means there's 1 half-human, half-Saiyan fusing with a full Saiyan, which means what? He's like 3/4 Saiyan, 1%. So we went from 4 Saiyans to like
That power would have Beerus throbbing. Yeah, no, so that's one of the things about Dragon Ball. Well, I mean, there's a lot of problems with Dragon Ball Super, but that's one of the bigger problems with it.
Wait. Would that mean that the voice that comes out of that fusion is literally 4 different voices?
Oh, that'd be trippy.
Beers would be like, stop talking. I'm bleeding out my ears.
That's probably honestly like one of the best decisions Dragon Ball, or I'm not sure who made the decision for the fusion voice, but that was one of the smartest decisions they made.
Oh yeah, fusion in general was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, but just the fact that like, both their voices ring out for the character was a really good.
Oh
choice.
yeah, that was a really good idea. Props to them.
Yeah, no, that was a good setup. Oh yeah. Let me think. What else was it? Wow. How long have we been farming for? We've been farming for
Atomic Tube. We're just talking about
God.
like the shits and giggles idea of them stacking fusions on top of fusions because Vegeta is so willing to fuse because he just wants to murder bears.
Exactly. Versus battle, so Superman is massively faster and light, immeasurable via traveling through time. Versus.
Oh, here's the thing. Okay.
He's got it. He's got it.
Here's the thing with that. Here's the thing with that. Pretty sure the reasoning why Superman is like as immeasurable only through moving through time and space, mostly due to the fact that it's heavily inconsistent. There's been a lot of times where Superman, from what I remember, because like I said, it's been a while since I've last read older comics. Like he's had like a lot of moments where like that completely goes against immeasurable. Not saying that it's not possible because he does have it when he's moving through time and space, but usually on the contrary, he's like massively faster than light and like really high into it. He's still far faster than Goku though, way faster.
Isn't FTL fast enough to travel through time?
And no, not in fiction though, definitely not.
Wait. So hang on a minute. So I have a question here. So like, how do you scale high-end feats that are like canonical things that happen, but then you have like for most of the time just like lower-end feats being shown?
Oh, here's the thing. It's case by case and generally go by consistency, but sometimes there can be reasons why that happens, and you have to also realize that sometimes it just comes down to the fact that a lot of authors and writers don't also think about that aspect. You also have to remember that because like a lot of writers, a lot of creators, they don't really care about power scaling or the power of the character. Even in shonen series, they do care about it, but not to the extent what we do as scalers.
Wait a minute,
No, I get it because like I'm just thinking about Alan's book right now, so like I completely get what you're saying.
The moment you start like going in that route, you start also beginning to realize that like it's like a pretzel. Just don't even try it. You have to like understand that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering that one because I'm currently working on how powerful for She-Ra from the Netflix series.
Wait, Pimp Demon,
Once you
didn't
start the
fucking
puzzle.
one of the devs in fucking Dragon Ball literally confirmed that the Potara fusion and the fusion dance are fucking the same as far as like multiplier goes? Some shit like that.
No.
Like they're equal.
It was
No.
confirmed for the movie, but that was just I believe like one person saying it.
All the new movie does is confirm that the fusion dance now takes 30 minutes before you can fuse again instead of an hour. That was the one thing that was retconned.
So Potara gets nerfed, but Fusion Dance gets buffed.
I mean, that'd be how it is sometimes when you make the Potara fan dance. When you just give a formula for Potara dance, or when you give a formula for the Potara fusion, but you don't give one for the fusion dance.
Apparently, we're being told to fuck off because V-Jump is not official shit. Apparently. Ukira
V-Jump?
and Itachi should sit down and drink. I doubt they have anything in common with each other.
I mean, to be fair, they don't have to have anything in common to sit down and drink with.
Wait, did you just say Kira from like Death Note?
No, the fucking 4 guy from fucking from
Ukiora.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
okay. I was like, I don't know if Ukiora really drinks anything, so he might just stand there awkwardly and
he
look at
drinks
Itachi.
his own depression.
That'd be just fucking weird as hell, though. Saying that.
Yeah, he'd just be like, Yeah, he would just stare at them.
Fuck, I hate this fucking grind. This is the worst grind.
I just feel like that would be the most awkward conversation in the world. It would just be like extended long periods of silence. And then like
Didn't he drink tea at one point?
I don't know though, because he just does a lot of walking around, ordering people to do things, and then like, giving out really short sentences and occasionally fighting people.
Okay, I think what I'm gonna do for the sake of my own No, I can't. I need a double guy at all times. Fuck me. They never pick good characters to be the boost characters either. What the fuck?
Unfortunately, there is no Ukiora filler. So we cannot confirm if he drinks stuff. Itachi, on the other hand, we can confirm he does drink things.
Where would you place Game Sonic? I believe like fucking 2C or something.
Okay. I've already said I've placed Game Sonic at the very most, no higher than low 2C. Any higher, I fundamentally disagree with.
Isn't it just like the same case with Mario, where it's tier variant? And it just
Yeah,
depends on, like, the transformations?
Sonic's tier can fucking range wildly. Honestly, it really can. Honestly, I have him at the very most, like in Super Sonic form, at the very most, like Universal Plus. That's about the most I can see him. I disagree with him being 2C or higher, which is where Versatile Wiki has him like 2C.
Isn't he like isn't his range kind of like Mario's in that it's like solar system to universal depending on the source material?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. It can range wildly, like I said.
Yeah. That's usually where a
What
lot of
happened?
Oh my god! I gotta do my. Oh my god!
Shane, if you're gonna laugh, you at least not laugh with your muffled fucking voice in the background. Alright,
Okay.
finally, I have maxed out Alexandrite, or Alexander. He's still shit, but at least I've maxed him out.
You keep saying Alexandrite, and I'm like, that's not a good vanilla monster. Put that away.
Where does Neo scale compared to Kyle in voice?
Okay. Who told you it was hyperversal? Hold on, no. Who told you it was hyperversal? That's not even true for Archie Sonic.
What?
Who told you he was hype? He's not even. No. No version of Sonic is tier 1. I'm sorry, I disagree with Sonic being above tier 2 for any version of Sonic. Any version.
Damn, who do I want to pop in to do this fight with? Oh, let's bring in him. That was a good pick. 60 turns, 1 douchebag. Should be a simple fight. Okay, now I can finally do the harder version of this fight, and then before I go back to grinding forever on the other version, because I need all those free-to-play materials. I guess I should be glad the game's not pay to win.
One of the Sonic fanboys. Oh, highest I've ever seen Sonic wink to would be like what? I've seen from Zastando. I've seen him argue Sonic at like high 1A or tier 0, and I'm like, what the fucking argument is this? Again, I'm not trying to bother with Zastando. I've already exposed the stupid ass. Not worth my time.
Oh wait, hang on. I also gotta do that fucking how powerful Rugal for the fucking Rugal versus Akuma matchup still. I got a couple videos in the pipeworks, thankfully, so I can take care of that next week.
So the Chrono Keeper would slap any version of Chrono. I'm assuming you mean Chrono Keeper from that one creepypasta. In which case, yeah, of course he would.
Of course, you know what the fuck he's talking about. As soon as I heard creepypasta, oh, it's a fucking creepypasta.
Well,
What the fuck does Wes Craven have to do with any of this? I'm just trying to beat this fight like with the most amount of brain cells left.
You know, I haven't really been watching the fight itself that much, but I could have sworn I've seen this particular monster that you fought like 5 times by now.
Okay. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing something called a summon board farm. I have to keep fighting this monster over and over again with every single character in the game to unlock their shit.
Are you winning?
I technically am. Yes, Dad. Thank
are you winning, son?
Okay.
Are you winning?
That's why I said that. I knew exactly what was going on.
Good.
Okay. So wait a minute. Okay, so can Dante kill SCP-682? No, I'm sorry. He can't. He not even close. Not even close.
I don't.
Hell is SCP-682?
Is that the board?
It's an SCP Foundation character. He's probably one of the fucking hardest ass characters to kill.
Is that the fucking wooden plank?
No, what? No, that's not the wooden fucking plank.
Are you sure? It sounds like that's the wooden plank to me.
Okay, so someone else asked me how powerful is Cartoon Cat. I personally have him at like high 3A, but there's argument for him being 2C. That's mostly scaling to Long Course, who literally is infinite in scale and can twist physics and space on an infinite scale, which would be high 3A. Although I've seen arguments for him being 2C, which I somewhat disagree with.
It's the reptile. That does not help me in the fucking slightest, but okay. It's the reptile.
Look up 682. Just look up SCP-682.
Wait a minute. Low godly. Even far
We're
humans have this fake
I'm
ass
back.
shit.
I was wondering where the fuck Kyle went because I saw his mic was muted. I'm like, what the fuck is Kyle doing with his mic muted? Hey, you guys
I had
get
off-
hey, you guys get
I had afternoon tea.
You're not even British!
Oh
I
boy,
don't-
here we go.
I don't need to be to enjoy rock cakes and minced tarts.
What the fuck is a rock cake?
Dude.
Dude, you haven't dude. He sounds so
Oh yeah, and
disappointed.
also I forgot to mention, it also depends on which cannon you use for 682. If you're talking about the article cannon, then yeah, don't think I'd probably kill that. But if you're talking about like the extended cannon of it, then he's not coming close to that at all.
The extended
Maybe because if he has like, maybe because he has like several stuff such as like 1B scale reliant immortality, and also the fact that like his physical form is the avatar of a 1B entity, his true form. It's complicated. It really fucking is.
Yeah,
and
no,
also the fact that this dude has so many fucking resistances.
Alright, my only question is this Dark Tower or SCP?
He what? Is he what?
It's
Is this Dark Tower or SCP?
SCP.
Because the way you're talking, that sounds a lot like either of those two.
No,
I'm
not
about
that.
to
Not
say,
that. Not that.
like, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Hang on. Oh.
Affects me. His Leviathan form. Yeah. 680. It depends. 682 in his true form is 1B. Generally, but I'm pretty sure he was talking about 682 with his like physical form, his shell.
Oh, that was actually way fucking easier than the actual fucking farm itself.
No, actually, I love SCP Foundation. It's probably one of the best examples of horror done right.
I am not a big fan of the SCP Foundation, but I don't get too invested in it, so whatever.
I'm not even a huge horror fan either, but I still do like well, I shouldn't even say I'm not a no, I still don't consider myself a huge horror fan. I do like horror to an extent.
Fuck, they still want me to clear the fucking chaos one? Chuck does SCP scales, guys. I've seen his video for SCP God or whatever the fuck number you want to attribute there.
Oh, it's SCP-343, yeah.
I'm glad someone knows. Yeah, so I've seen his video for that one, and then he came to this really fucking half-baked conclusion where he's like, we can't confirm if he's the most powerful, but there's evidence to support he could be the most powerful. And I'm like, what the fuck?
He's not the most powerful. Not even by a long shot, actually.
Well, no, so the argument he made is that he could be an avatar for a stronger entity.
Well, you already see the problem with that. Doesn't make him the strongest then. No. But nah, he's not the avatar for a strongest being as far as evidence go. He is God, but there's beings above him, far above him actually. Not even including Andrew Swan, who is literally like the entire SCP Foundation site, and it's complicated. SCP Foundation can get fucking meta. Let's just say that 343 is not the strongest being. I'll just put it there, end it there.
I'll say don't go into a full fucking lecture because I don't know half this shit. I'm sure most people here don't know half the shit either.
You really don't want me to, because SCP Foundation's how it treats cosmology and shit, it's a fucking head sword. It really is. I'm not even joking.
Okay, hang on. Where the fuck is Steiner at in terms of that? I think the
Scarlet King is strong. I think Scarlet King is stronger than 343. I think. Who's the most powerful horror movie character? Who I remember there was one specific horror movie character that I remember was fucking strong. Fuck, who was it? Who was it?
Hey, Mango, I see you.
Huh?
What are you doing, Mango?
Strongest, most powerful horror movie character. I don't remember who the fuck it was. There was this one character that could do some crazy shit.
Okay, so we have Steiner here, and who do we move on to next? How many more characters of these do we have? Good lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We all know the most powerful horror movie character is Chucky.
Shane, are you talking to me?
That's a weird way of saying Jason, but alright.
Oh, Jason's not even close to strong.
You're fucking crazy, mate.
Shin, you messaged me or talking to me?
So, Neo, would the strongest version of Frey be the one with the Necronomicon in the comics?
I think so. I don't know, cause like here's the thing. Fuck. It's been a while since I've last actually. It's been a while since I've last actually even watched those movies. Well, I still remember the movies, but well, I know the Necronomicon didn't appear in like still.
Man, I could have sworn that Freddy has Necronomicon in one of the shows or like one of those
Yeah.
things.
As the Necronomicon becomes canon to Jason and Freddy during the canon comic after Freddy vs. Jason movie, where they were fighting Ash Williams.
They fought Ash Williams. Did he win?
Yes.
I mean, he should have won. That seems like a pretty easy stomp for Ash Williams.
Dante, what are you doing?
Isn't Candyman just a bunch of bees?
Wait, what?
I don't know anything about Candyman. I don't watch horror movies. They're like my least favorite type of movie to watch.
Dunky's only crack Rome level. Oh boy.
Thinking left.
Yeah. Mangler is bailed out. I don't know if Mangler's coming back right now or if he just bailed out on his own. Oh, I probably after this I'm gonna stop playing out Brawling for today. This will be the first of many streams regarding the farm because I do want to get this done. But oh man, hopefully next time we'll go a lot faster. Honestly, once we get past the weak characters, this will be so fucking easy. But half my roster, as with every gacha game, is completely fucking worthless. That's all I fucking hate about gacha games. Like, half your roster is worthless, and then they're like, hey, here's a fucking event that requires your entire fucking roster. Gotta be fucking kidding me. You don't give me enough shit to work with here, game. Maybe The Thing?
The Thing, as much as I love John Carpenter's The Thing, which is like one of my favorite movies of all time, The Thing definitely isn't the strongest horror movie character, but he does have a lot of stuff. I could actually make an argument for The Thing beating Saitama, no joke.
Does the thing like copy all physical abilities of the person as well?
Not that, like the argument I can make here is mainly that he can. Argument that I can make here is that of like the Thing being Saitama. Saitama obviously is physically superior, but the thing is he can't beat the Thing's regeneration. And the very issue is that the Thing, which is to simulate Saitama, not only that, but he can also simulate on the cellular level. So assuming that he like completely destroys the Thing, he hasn't completely destroyed his cells or anything like that, and his cells could just fuck up with Saitama's and stuff like that. So he could beat Saitama through negating durability. Obviously, he wouldn't beat him in physical prowess alone.
Do you, since you like the movie, do you believe the fan theory about the ending or no?
I don't know. I kind of like it ambiguous, honestly. I don't know whether I'm not sure if the Thing, who is the Thing, or if the Thing is even still alive. But it's a really good ending. I'll say that.
Okay, I'll say I don't want to get too much into spoilers in case anyone wants to check out the Thing. Okay, where the fuck is the Emperor at? There he is, my boy. I maxed you out.
Yeah, actually, funny enough, Saitama like has a lot of power, but the issue is that he doesn't have too much hacks. He kind of falls in with the Dragon Ball syndrome. So you can argue a lot of characters beating him through negating durability alone. Really.
I remember like anyone who's a competent fighter in general could probably beat him as long as he doesn't like pure sheer beat them. Like what's his speed? What's his speed feats so far?
He's actually faster than light now. He has like an actual faster than light speed now. I mean, actually faster than light now. But...
I'm assuming this is done casually as like everything else he does.
Yeah, it was, but he's not too. But last I checked, he wasn't too high in the faster than light. He was like six times, I think, 6 times faster than light. Which is not too fast into that speed, but.
The only thing I know is that he can blitz Flashy Flash, and Flashy Flash can move at light speed.
The faster than light stuff comes from a recent feat. Like, let me show you. I'm sure you probably know what it is, actually, matter of fact, but let me still show you anyways.
Has the monster got past the monster Garo fight yet, or is it still trying to get to there?
Is it? Oh, I'm not. No, it's still trying to get there from what I remember. Here it is. I tagged you, by the way. From there, I think you've seen this, right? I'm not sure.
Does anyone know if Supergirl and Power Girl have the potential to be as strong as Superman? Okay, so from
Oh
what
yeah. I know this. This was because one stated they froze him at near the speed of light, right?
Was that this yeah, and that's all I was wrong. He's like only one. He's like basically baseline faster than light. Actually, I don't know where I got 6 from. I was looking at another calc or something. I was wrong, but
okay, so here's the thing about Supergirl and Power Girl by extension. If you're using the Power Girl's a clone Supergirl situation, at base level, Supergirl is technically superior to Superman because she has more efficient cells for creating solar energy. But most of Superman's higher versions are things done outside of his own power, so they would not scale to his base abilities. So like, you'd have to get a Supergirl who scales to like cosmic armor and shit, if that makes sense. But you can't get that through base Supergirl, as far as I'm aware. That was it. I'm gonna ask him, Matt, if Clive transcends time and dimensions. I mean, go ahead, ask him. I don't know if he's gonna answer it or not.
I'm gonna ask Matt if
Matt Walker is the guy who worked on DMC5. He's the English guy.
I wonder if I can ask Matt, how does he think about fucking DX2?
Yeah, he would have to actually approve of that, or he's the producer, right? Well, fuck, my English gone. So
Isn't he the translator for fucking
I mean, he's Itsuno's direct translator, but I believe he was the producer of the game, so he would have to know about the crossover and what he feels about that.
I don't know. What do you know about North Carolina? I don't think he would.
Pretty sure he's the producer.
We could ask him to know that because he clearly was fucking credited in the game.
So Saitama, still just planet level, still just garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. Point is, I'm not sure how powerful Saitama's going to get by the end of the series. Nobody can even tell at this point. But like, he is probably going to be higher than Planet. To what degree, I don't know.
I guarantee you by the end of the series, he's going to be like at least 1B. Like, calling it now.
I'm not sure. We'd have to like wait and see because the webcomic is taking forever in the day to like come out as well.
How the fuck is the webcomic?
The moment they start bringing higher dimensions in the fucking One Punch Man, I'm done.
I'm out. Thank you everyone for showing up, but I am out. I've seen enough. Where the fuck is he? There he is. Let's go ahead and
powerful.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That really depends on if you want to take the translation where the Roaring Star Cannon is star level, but if you want to take it by the feet, it should be at least high multi-continent.
Jerry Han? Hold up.
Hang on. What the fuck was I gonna? I was gonna do something here. What the fuck was I gonna do? I was gonna do something with him right now. What the fuck was I gonna do?
Hey Neil, drinking water for pussies. Real niggas munch on ice.
Yes.
I could have sworn I said last time on the fucking stream to not use those kinds of words, Shin.
Yeah, you kind of missed like the last two. I don't know if you missed it or not.
Off the hook this time.
I mean, I can just DM fucking YouTube if that's a problem.
I mean, I'm just telling you not to use the fucking M word. I mean, like, if that's a big issue for you, like, then yeah, DM. I'm just saying, like, don't use it because I don't want YouTube to get on my ass.
This is a Christian chat room. Yeah, no, this ain't a Christian chat room, my dude.
Ever since Susan rose to power, you could bend the shit. Look at the evidence here.
Okay. Let me see here a sec. Yeah, no. For the most part, I'm pretty sure One Punch Man's gonna get higher dimensional stuff. I know people aren't gonna like that, but it just seems the most likely conclusion so far.
I don't know about that, because here's the thing. You have to understand that, like, One Punch Man is a relatively simple series. I'm not sure if they're going to bring in something like higher dimension. Then again, they do that with a lot of series that I wouldn't think do that either, so I can't say shit on that, actually.
Listen, I'd rather put fucking Cody there, honestly.
Almost every character from fucking Soul Calibur beats Street Fighter. Just gonna be real here.
I mean, yeah, well, I wouldn't say every character, because unless you're trying to scale every character to Nightmare and all that stuff, which is obviously no, don't do that.
Well, to be fair, I'm not too familiar with Soul Calibur's power scaling, but I would assume like the average Soul Calibur character is going to be fucking the average Street Fighter character. Because aren't all Soul Calibur characters FTL?
I'm not sure. All I know, they're pretty. I think they're physically powerful than every Street Fighter because like the strongest Street Fighter character, not including
What,
including. Oh,
Doesn't Tira scale to Killick? Was she the one who goes with Killick?
I think so.
Caliber. The verses at the it depends. The top tiers of the verses at the very minimum. Multi slower system, but I've seen arguments for universal. It doesn't scale to everyone, obviously. It only scales to like Nightmare, Night Terror, and people who are like comparable.
So
About
whoever
it.
has the other fucking sword.
So would that account? So would that count for Siegfried and like Patroclus and all that?
Well, the thing is, beating Street Fighter is not an impressive feat if you ask me. The verse is not too hacked. The verse is not too hacked. It has relatively decent speed feats, and it's sort of like it follows what I'm gonna now dub Dragon Ball syndrome.
I mean, unless you fucking use fucking Azura's Wrath, Akuma, or Oni.
Which you
Even
should.
then, that Oni is still he's okay. So
Well, I mean, I guess it would depend on where you skill Destroyer Azura, because I believe it's Destroyer Azura who fights Akuma. That's what I was gonna do, son of a bitch. I was gonna fucking get his medallion.
Yeah, I agree. When Death Battle did Guts versus Nightmare, that is the biggest load of bullshit.
Guts would not even make a dent on fucking Nightmare, not even close. Oh,
But guys, his
You know, all
sword
their
can cut through demons.
You know, if you look back at their argument,
Playing for Death
their
Battle
only
just like
argument is
anything.
that, like, if you look at Death Battle's argument, their only argument is that Guts fights demons, and that's it.
Yep.
and even then doesn't quantify anything. Anyone can fight demons. Demons can be any power level you want.
You know,
It just doesn't matter.
If Abyss is still here, Abyss, you told me I would be able to fucking dodge all these attacks. I haven't seen Kater dodge shit. Like, she's not bad, but like, where the fuck do I get the better dodging? Do I have to get fucking artifacts for her? By the way, how do you ask someone a question on Twitter? You just tweet at them, and they'll like see it as a notification.
Or can't you just direct message them?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if these people would have their direct messages open though. Is the thing.
I'm only asking because like I don't use Twitter.
I don't really use Twitter.
Don't stay the fuck off Twitter.
I mean, I use Twitter all the damn time.
I don't really use Twitter all that much either. You need Nightmare Perfect artifacts? Fucking hell. Now I need perfect arts for her. I'm pretty sure I have most of the perfect arts for her, actually. I think I got like 2 out of 3, all things considered. I guess I'll have to fucking actually... I guess DB will say Guts beats Trigon as well. I believe
They
it.
probably say that Guts beats the Demi-Fiend.
No.
Oh
Wait,
no!
No,
Wait, it's Corny's Demi-Fiend. The one that
No,
if
wait
you
till
fight
the
Corny,
Demi-Fiend
it's one,
gets in the
then I
Death
don't
Belt
know.
and they say that he's only like building level.
I will be surprised if we ever see an SMT character in Death Battle. I will be...
No, I'm sorry, but
I would not
If
be.
this is Corny,
They've
if this
shown
is
that
Corny's
they're willing to use
Demi-Fiend, then I
Persona.
don't know.
Well, I mean...
Even though they heavily downplayed Mitsuru, and I was still quite upset about that.
I know.
Happy she won, but still upset how badly they downplayed her.
And like I said, I don't take to enjoy
My
Death
favorite
Battle.
character- She's
Go
my
on.
favorite character from 3, and I'm still upset.
I just love that Neo's there trying to say something every time he says.
In order to enjoy Death Battle, this is not just a thing with Death Battle. This is just a thing with power scalers in general. To enjoy another person's content that involves power scaling, you gotta just learn to suck up your pride and opinions and just listen to what they have to say. You don't have to take what they say as a fact, but it's a matter of presentation and etc. etc. That's one of the reasons why I personally don't mind Danco or variant comics about the fact that they're scaling and stuff. I disagree with. I enjoy their content because from what it is, it's objectively not bad content. It's just I don't agree with their viewpoints.
I used to watch variant comics, but I can't anymore. I used to watch.
Anyways, but getting back to what else was I gonna say? But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't take Death Battle serious. I mean, after all, they're the same people that said the same people who said that Yang would be in the same category as fucking Tifa. Obviously, no, not even close.
I actually will sit here and say I do support based on what they say and the fact that they don't scale Tifa to say for Sephiroth, which you fucking can't. I hate to break this to you, but guess what? Fucking Advent Children confirms that Tifa does not scale to her Final Fantasy VII incarnation. Get out of here with that noise. Yang wins that fight.
I mean, no, she doesn't. Even if we didn't, okay, let's ignore Safer Sephiroth completely. She would still be far above Yuffie's range because there's summons who can like flip planets and shit. Whom of which she scales to, and even then, she's like comparable to beings who are far superior to
the problem is
Fury.
The problem is Advent Children confirms that she's a lot weaker.
Yeah, but she's not weaker to the degree where she cannot scale whatsoever, though.
Well,
that's the thing.
We don't actually know, because she doesn't even compare it to Cloud and Sephiroth by the end of the game.
Oh, for one thing, you do realize that, for one thing, Sephiroth in Advent Children is like, as P, completely most powerful he's ever been, even to the point where Cloud can't even do anything about him, which is completely different from what happened.
Hey, Zim, do you remember when I argued hard for Mitsuru?
Yeah, no, I remember because I fucking.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing: if they ever use my favorite character from 3, which is Koromaru, I'm going to argue the crap out of him.
Regardless of our disagreement on this one, Neo, I think we can both agree that Ruby is unfortunately a very bad verse for versus debating because they're at that point to where the only people who can fight them are usually above them, or there's no one to actually fight them in their tier. Because me and Kyle were trying to find people to fight in their tier, and the only person we could think of for Ruby was Maka. And I'm not sure if you know Maka very well, but
Maka's not even in that tier.
Oh boy, that game.
Yeah, Maka fucking stomped her hard. So it's like
so if you get the chance, me and Zim, we did an entire video on this where I presented my evidence and my arguments, and it came to just Ruby getting her ass handed to her every way, shape, and form.
I should have posted on the not safe for work Ruby thread.
I don't know. Like I said, I've already laid out where I have Final Fantasy, and I completely agree with what Verse Battle Wiki has, and we're basically the main cast being solar system level. So
yeah, no. Again, like I understand where you guys are coming from there because I understand that she has feats above that. It's just that very clearly, in my personal opinion, the series has confirmed that in peace times or in their canon version as of now, except for I don't know Dirge of Cerberus, so I would have to look into Dirge of Cerberus before I make my final decision. But like, if Advent Children's where Tifa's canonically at by the end of the series, there's nothing there to say that Yang can't fight her, especially with her confirming over and over again that we're not as powerful as we used to be. Hell, it takes all their combined efforts to fight a weaker version of what the fuck is the dragon called? What the fuck is the dragon called? I played the fucking game. Fuck, I used to use them all the time in this game too. What the fuck is it? It's right there on the tip of my tongue. What the fuck is it? It's not Gilgamesh. It's
Cheerier?
No. I'm talking about the fucking Final Fantasy dragon, the one they summon. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be bugging the crap out of me. Bahamut. Yeah, it takes all the entire crew to beat Bahamut, who isn't even the strongest fucking summon in Final Fantasy, and that's probably one of the weakest fucking versions of Bahamut we've seen in Final Fantasy VII alone. So like, I understand why you guys have them scaled that high because that's how they scale to in the main game, but for me it's kind of like, it seems Advent Children confirms they've gotten weaker, but Dirge of Cerberus does occur post Advent Children, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know who the fuck knows that. I know one of you guys knows that, but I don't know which one. What? Turn the trapper gun off? There we go. Wierd does not beat Dante. Yeah, unfortunately, Darksiders does not have the feats to support a higher like powerful version of the character.
Hold on a second. I mean, truth be told, the Persona cast as a whole, they're like to see, and it comes from like a whole ass scaling chain. like starts from like Persona 5, and it's a whole ass scaling chain. I'm just gonna put it that. At the very minimum, the Persona cast would be like 4A, because Nyx is able to create like a realm with like multiple stars, stuff like that, which is like a 5A. I'm not 5A, about 4A feet.
5A.
Like, I know the scaling chain starts from Persona Q, and before that, it was the arena games.
The arena games are canon.
All I know is Persona has like a huge ass
Persona Q
universal
is canon.
scaling. Yeah, it's a huge ass scaling chain, and it's a pain in the ass to go through. I'm just not gonna even bother with it.
Dark side characters are multi-galaxy, the baseline universal.
No, where's that come from? Where? Sorry, I've never seen anything like that at all.
Apparently Neil disagrees with you, Gaines.
I've never seen anything like that in the series. No offense, I've never seen anything like that.
Let's go ahead and bust out this bad boy.
Yeah, okay, where are these scans?
Some scans someone sent me.
I've never seen, because I like Darksiders. I love that. I love the games, but like, where the hell has that ever been in? I'm sorry, it's been a while, but like, when's that ever been a thing?
I'm glad someone liked the games because I wasn't the biggest fan of them. I beat Darksiders 1, but I could not beat Darksiders 2.
Yeah, I know, I hate Darksiders as well. Game is trash.
I wouldn't call it trash, but alright, shit. They tried to argue they're multiversal too. I mean, I guess you could argue that based on the planet or based on the worlds, because like they do go to multiple worlds and destroy them. But I don't think that's ever confirmed to be universes or anything like that.
No, okay. There are multiple universes in Darksiders, but I don't recall any of the realms or any of the worlds that they go through actually being full on universes, anything like that. And even then, that only make them like 2C, which is still not enough to mess with Dante, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, because as of right now, we basically have Dante in like a fucking either high end 2C area or 2B, maybe 2A, depending on where you want to scale it. And I'm still trying to figure out what constitutes direct fifth dimensional before I go any higher. Because apparently,
well, fifth dimensional. Okay. Well, the most basic thing from fifth dimensional is being beyond an infinite number of universes or transcending the entire concept of the fourth dimension. Like that, that's just the basics of it.
Overwatch, Dylan, that's like a large building up with ass.
I liked Overwatch for a little bit, but then I just like gave up on it.
I never cared about Overwatch, honestly. Never did.
I'm pretty sure that verse is like what fucking large building up at best, and like what someone's fucking subsonic in the verse.
I think it's no. I'm pretty sure they got FTL feet somewhere in there. But
I have never seen FTL for fucking Overwatch.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on. Let me check.
Go ahead, Kyle. Talk.
Well, this would be the perfect time for you to ask Neo, can there be more than one fifth dimensional character in a verse?
Of course there can. There could be more. There could be more than. There can be more than one. There could be more than one character of that tier for any tier really, even 1A. There just can't be more than one high 1A, but that's a whole different discussion. Not even going to bother with that. Just point is, there can be more than one.
Yeah,
can be more than one high 2A in a verse.
That was the question that someone was asking like a couple weeks ago when we were debating potential 5D DMC. It wasn't like it was a heavy debate, but it wasn't a heavy debate for the reasons of like evidence. It was just like the guy was saying, it was Atomic, I believe. He's saying like you can't have multiple 5D characters in a verse, you can't have this and this, and I'm like, well, hang on a minute, where the fuck does that one happen?
That's never been true. That's actually false. That's actually logically wrong.
Master Chief versus Tracer.
What?
Wait.
What?
Wait a minute.
Not being biased here for a minute, but I'm pretty sure Master Chief would win based on his armor alone.
I know fucking Tracer's hypersonic, but like, come on.
I mean, she might be able to speed blitz Chief. I'm not saying she can. I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure Master Chief's armor can handle anything she can throw at him. Oof,
yeah, fucking Overwatch is small building level.
I gotta get on King of Fighters All-Star real quickly. Yeah, normally I don't stream on Sunday. It's actually kind of weird for me to think this is fucking Sunday, because normally I would have worked today and they've just been in my bed at this point. But nope, I could not secure any rides there or back, so ended up streaming. I am not looking forward to the rest of that Alexandrite grind. That's gonna be a fucking nightmare. It's like the worst fucking grind I've experienced in this game, and I've experienced some pretty bad fucking grinds. And then like no one else in the fucking group chat knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm assuming you're playing SCP right now.
Yes.
Oh, actually, well, I remember. Either later on today, if not tomorrow, I'll send you this. I'll send you the photos I got for Zeus versus Adam, and we'll do that later.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll take care of that. I guess tomorrow I should fucking. I need a video up for. I need to have a video done for tomorrow, so I'll have to either sit down and decide if I'm gonna do. I'll finish up the theory video tonight, and then I'll just record that for tomorrow's video. And then I gotta do Lady versus not Lady versus Trish. I still have to do Rachel versus Trish's oh wow, I actually got it completely.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I don't know much about
Bakugan.
Yu-Gi-Oh, but doesn't Yu-Gi-Oh have characters who are like Multiverse Plus?
Let me see. What is the verse?
Yu-Gi-Oh versus Bakugan.
Bakugan. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay. Oh boy, it's gonna be complicated.
I
Oh
would
yeah,
like to
Yu-Gi-Oh
point
does have
out-
some multiversal. Yu-Gi-Oh does have some multiversal characters. They do mainly through Zark. There's like several characters that are like, but also then there's Bakugan that also has like tier 2 characters as
Okay,
well.
so-
There's Silent Naga who can like merge two universes and destroy entire universes.
Okay, so if that's the baseline, I've actually scaled Bakugan, and Drago is at the bare minimum, at least a solid.
It also
multiverse
depends
grade.
on where you scale Ubel as well, because Ubel was able to merge 12 different dimensions together. But I'm not sure if dimensions means like universes or just like that planes of existence together. Because all she says is she's like, "Hey, here's Super Polly, and go fuck your universe."
Oh, though Dimensions was clearly universes based on context. It wasn't referring to higher infinities at all.
If that's the case, then like Drago, like midway through season 2, would still win. Because by the end of the series, he is insanely powerful. On top of like having some of the most bullshit abilities.
I mean, well, to be fair, most Yu-Gi-Oh protagonists don't even scale to the people who actually fucking have those feats. Like the only people, well, actually,
Actually, now that I think about it, where does Pegasus scale?
Pegasus.
Yeah, from Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, I know who you're talking about. It's just I'm trying to think of where he scales to. Because I don't think the Millennium Eye has any solid feats outside of just being able to read people's minds. I guess it would scale to the other Millennium pieces, but then you'd have to scale those to Zork because they can summon Exodia, and they would scale to Exodia's power. I can sit down and go through Yu-Gi-Oh later if you want. Like, I mean, I'm down. Yu-Gi-Oh is one of my favorite series. Arceus is probably Multiversal Plus. Actually, speaking of Arceus, we do have a Pokemon guy with us, Neo. Care to enlighten us on Arceus?
Yes, he's most definitely multiversal plus. At the very least, Arceus is at the very minimum. Arceus is 2B, very minimum, no lower than that.
Well, there you have it.
If you're asking now who Arceus, no, wait a minute, Arceus, what did he say? No. If Arceus was just planetary to star level, he'd still shit on Naruto as a verse. He's far more haxed. Not only far more haxed, but it's more potent.
Well, on top of that, the plates just straight up nullify every jutsu.
Not even just that either. The plays themselves are conceptual because they're just a part of Arceus. They're not like people will have to understand. Like according to lore, the plates are just a part of Arceus. The concept of the Pokemon types, they are an extension of Arceus. And that's what the plates pretty much are, physical embodiment of that and stuff like that. The point is,
Neo, Arceus was beaten by a meteor. Have you not seen the Jewel of Life movie?
funny enough, people still unironically use it, and the thing is, I have to tell you to that is, well, ignoring the fact that in the same movie, Arceus was literally waking up and causing 2 dimensions to collapse. Ignoring that, also the fact that like that was a heavily plot-induced stupidity moment and stuff like that.
Well, on top of that, earlier in the movie, you had Garatina who bodied both Palkia and Yoga, and then Arceus comes out of nowhere and puts Garatina on his ass as well.
Yeah, and does it casually.
Yes.
He's like far above, because mind you, in the same series, confirmed that the Christian trio, they're like aspects of Arceus and stuff like that. They're not even on the same level at all, anything like that.
Yes. Whoever the fuck that is.
There's solos Pokemon. What do you mean? That's a huge troll because there's Pokemon that are not even. No. There's Pokemon that you don't even need Arceus to solo Dragon Ball. There's literally Darkrai or Cresselia could do that. No joke. Cresselia or Darkrai could solo Dragon Ball. Any
Even
higher
the
than that is
Creation
over.
Trio could do it. Even the Creation Trio could do it as well.
The Lake Guardians could as well. It really a lot of the Pokemon top tier characters could solo Dragon Ball. Plain and simple.
Wait, would the Lake Guardians be those two weird white and blue and red guys?
No. Wait, Dante versus Arceus. I'm okay. I'm sorry, you're probably gonna hate me, but nah, there's no way Dante would come close to Arceus. You can debate me on that, but he's not coming close to Arceus. There's too much. There's really too many things about Arceus that.
Oh, it's too late in the night for this.
I mean,
I'll take your word for it for now, but I don't know anything about Pokemon, so I can't be like, well, hang on a minute.
Well, the Lake Guardians are extremely powerful, especially when you know that they literally created and embodied willpower, knowledge, and what was Miss Spirit's one? Emotion.
Wait, it was it was willpower. It was willpower. Okay, one embodied willpower, knowledge, and emotion. Those were the three,
Okay,
and that was it.
But are they the guys from the first Pokemon movie or no? Or like the one? Look, I'm talking about the fucking two dudes who fly, like how one's white and blue
No,
and the other one's white.
that's Mew and Mewtwo if you're thinking of the ones who fight in the Colosseum.
No. Okay. So the Pokemon I'm thinking of, one's white and blue, and the other one's white and red, and they look like fucking bird dragons. That's like the best way I can.
Those are not the Creation Trio. Creation Trio doesn't even appear in that generation. They appear in Generation 4.
Okay, well, who the fuck are those guys? Did those guys kill? I don't know anything about
No.
All right. Well, there we go.
So no.
How do you unlock geese? Okay, so here's the problem with this game, and this is one of the biggest problems with the King of Fighters mobile game, is a lot of the characters you have to unlock by gacha. Now, they did fix up the gacha to where you could unlock Geese Howard freely. You want the purple version of Geese, because he's the only good version of Geese. I have his son, actually. I have his son right over here. I actually have this guy unlocked. But you can only get them through gacha. So if you haven't been able to get him through gacha, you're not going to get him at all. Honestly, save your fucking gems. If you do decide to keep playing this game on the back burner, just save your gems for the next collaboration event, because you're guaranteed collaboration characters. You're not guaranteed Geese Howard, because they took away the fucking pity pool. They took away the pity reward. Oh, did not count my win. Geese has a son? Yeah, he has a son. He comes out in the 14th game. Rock Howard. He's basically fucking Terry's surrogate son, but Geese's biological son or adopted son.
No. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm seeing this argument. I'm trying not to start a flame war so bad, but no. Let's assume. Let's make the assumption that Dante is 2A. It's not to the same degree as Arceus. Arceus is way too high in baseline.
Why were you using
It's way too
to begin with? That's my question. Like, why?
Wait, so like, what's stopping Arceus from being just like 5D at this point?
That's a good question because there's actually legitimate arguments for it, but you can argue it, but I don't know. 2A just sounds a lot better, honestly. You can argue, there's a compelling argument for it. The thing about it is, it's just we don't know how much superiority to the Christian trio that he has. Like, we know that there are aspects of it, and you could argue that he's 5D based on the fact that conceptual time and space is an aspect of him, but that's the thing. That doesn't warrant complete, transcendence or anything like that. It's complicated. I don't know.
Okay, so what you're saying is, basically because you don't have a direct statement, you don't use it?
Yeah, it's really complicated, honestly. Honestly, you can argue Arceus is 2A. I don't know how much I would rather go with there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Right,
So if you want to see how high in the baseline, not how high in the 2A Arceus is, hold on a second.
Yeah, again, I'm just asking since, even if Dante were 2A, you're saying that it's not Arceus' level of 2A. I'm just asking, then why isn't he just...
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me show you real quick. Way too high in the 2A. I'm gonna just link this to you. Way too high in the 2. He's way too high in the 2A.
That's what I'm saying. Why would
so is that the creation trio or no?
Arceus in the creation trio. Just if you don't have to read the blog now, but if you're curious on why I say that, you can literally just go here.
I'll take a look at it like tomorrow when I'm on my Chromebook or something because it is a little late right now where I'm at.
But to suffice to say, Arceus is like at the very minimum 293 infinities above baseline 2A.
What?
Yeah. I'm just not going to go any further than that.
Alan's still here? Nope, Alan's not here. Damn it. Alan would have loved to have heard that.
Okay, so to explain, I might as well actually no. Since you're here, I might as well summarize it. But basically, in Pokemon, it's confirmed that it's a confirmed that game. Okay, here's the thing. So let me just start. So you know what link cables are, right? Link cables.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Pokemon, canonically, link cables do exist. They're a canonical thing. They exist. It's actually a plot point, actually. Link cables do exist. So it's confirmed that each game sold of Pokemon is its own different version of the cosmology. Each game has its own version of the Pokemon world itself. Obviously, it doesn't have its own Arceus and stuff like that. That's just avatars. Stuff like that, but etc., etc. But every game has its own version of the Pokemon world. This includes the multiverse in it, and Arceus is responsible for the creation of the entire Pokemon world and stuff like that.
Wait, so is it confirmed that the Arceuses are avatars?
Okay, yeah. The thing is, when we
wait
learn.
a minute. No, not you. Hold on. Let me just type this chat.
I was going to say was it's confirmed that there was only one Arceus because in the original story, basically the official lore drop of Gen 4, it basically states that among the void, basically before anything came to existence, there was one egg. It emphasizes on one egg, and that egg is metaphorical, by the way, referring to Arceus' birth. Mind you, because here's the thing, here's where it starts to get weird. Arceus, in a sense, is technically a manifestation of a being called the original spirit. The original spirit being basically the void and spirit as a whole and stuff like that. Arceus is just a manifestation of that. So when he came from that being, there was only one of it. There wasn't multiple Arceus. There was one Arceus. And after that, he created the laws of the multiverse, and through those laws gave birth to Palkia, Dialga, Giratina. And through them, they created the physical multiverse. It's complicated, but that's how it is.
Okay, so hang on.
And because of the games, isn't there something in the anime that makes it separate from the games multiverse as well? With the
I think so. I'm not sure. Complicated. The point is, Pokemon's cosmology is way too huge, and if we were to assume Dante was 2A, Arceus' level of 2A is incomparably high.
Okay, hang on. Before I continue further, I want to clarify something about Atomic Tube's statement. So Mangler is the one who brings this up, and this is Mangler's belief on this one, or at the very least, this is how he scales it. Okay, so because the demon world is infinite in size, and Mangler is of the belief that the demon world is 4D in nature, which it seems to be 4D in nature, truth be told, or at least it seems to be like a four-dimensional plane, bare minimum. Mangler's argument is that because it's infinite in size, there's no qualitative difference between doing a feat of destroying the demon world and destroying infinite space-times, because one's already infinite. So that's where that 2A sort of comes in from, because Mangler believes there's no qualitative difference between the two feats, so that would be where that 2A comes from, just for context for anyone who's wondering what the fuck they're talking about.
Yo, gang, is this the fucking 3 manga? Because if so, then yeah, you kind of be right there, room level. Where he casually fucking switches offers in the fucking chill with the casual fucking sword slash.
Like I said, I was trying to explicitly avoid this because I was not trying to get into a whole Pokemon versus DMC war. I'm not trying to get into that. That's why I was trying to explicitly avoid it. But some people were just making really dumb points in this thing. No offense to anyone here.
No, but we have Marvel vs. Capcom for that.
No, Marvel vs. Capcom Dante would most likely scale way above Arceus because of fucking Jeddah merging the two realms together, which would include all the sort of high-tier Marvel characters as well.
Yeah, you could make that argument. It just depends, but still. And even then, if you want to go there, I could wing Arceus to 1A. I don't, obviously, he's not 1A, not even close. Don't even try that, but you can wink him there. You really can.
If you want to argue platonic concepts and shit, boy, oh boy, does DMC have something for you. No, yeah, but what I was gonna say, yeah, no, because technically Mangler's right. The most powerful version of Dante we do have is technically Marvel vs. Capcom Dante because that Dante would scale to a Jeddah who was able to fuck over the entire Marvel multiverse and merge it with Capcom's multiverse.
Okay.
And Dante in DT was able to beat the shit out of him.
I mean, he pretty much bodied him.
Granted, though, the Neo is stronger and Dimitron is stronger than Mangler, who's equal to what the fuck?
No, he bodies fucking
Dante beats Jeddah
with the Infinity Stone.
Yeah. Is it okay? Hang on. Is it true that being faster and light automatically makes you city level?
What?
Whoa! What? The fuck ain't make that? No.
I think
First and foremost, where does that come from and how?
I think that would be arguing for the velocity of your attack, because if you're moving faster and light, your attack would inherently be strong enough to destroy a city, because like when it hits.
No. But here's the thing about that: if you're trying to apply kinetic energy to that, you can't apply kinetic energy to faster than light. It just doesn't work by physics at all.
Oh, okay. So
it just doesn't work.
So you would just separate it. Okay, so let's say you're like sub-relativistic. Would that scale or no?
You could honestly, when you apply kinetic energy to move, most of fiction doesn't treat kinetic energy. Realistically, if you moved at like sub-realistic speeds, a lot of shit would be destroyed. But most of fiction generally ignores that one aspect, and it just depends on fiction.
You know, anything that like revolves around friction in fiction, like speed-wise, just doesn't exist. No. Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom isn't canon. I'm just saying though, like technically, well, okay. I mean, so either SMT Dante or Marvel vs. Capcom Dante is the strongest version of Dante outside of DMs or in general. It really depends on where you want to scale Jeddah to and where you want to scale SMT Dante to, because SMT Dante goes from like 1C to 1A depending on how you want to interpret the ending of the True Demon run. Versus Jeddah. By any chance, does anyone know if Jeddah needed the Infinity Stones to merge the realms or not? Because I know he talks to Mistress Death about it, but the realms are already merged by something else. They're not merged by the Gauntlet. Or does the Infinity Gauntlet merge the realms? I feel like I should look into more details on this one, but I'm pretty sure Jedda's the one who does it. I know it's his plan. I know that for sure.
Was it Ultron Sigmund who merges them first?
Well, see, no, because I know he's okay. So I know she has Thanos go get the gauntlet, and then Ultron meets Sigma, and then they together get a hold of 2 stones, and then with those 2 stones, they inherently Ultron Sigma is born. But I don't know if they're the ones who merge the realms, because if they only merge it with 2 stones, there's a problem there. Although, to be fair, they have the Reality and Space Stone, so that would be technically the strongest of the 2 stones overall. It's if like in terms of pure AP outside of power.
Actually, while I have you, Neo, how strong is the Time, Darkness, and Sky protagonist for Mystery Dungeon?
What is it again? Say it again. Sorry, I didn't hear.
How strong is the Time, Darkness, and Sky protagonist from Mystery Dungeon?
You can scale them to Dialga, but here's the thing. Here's the catch to it. Primal Dialga in this situation, it's unknown whether Dialga maintains the same power order as he usually do, because he's in his primal form, mainly being that he's like basically really weakened and not to his usual himself, because he's like out of control and shit like that. But even then, even at that state, he still has control over the timeline and can control time as a whole on a universal scale and all that stuff, etc., etc. So it'd still be universal plus to multi-universal or low 2C. I'm not low 2C. Multiversal.
But later on, don't they go on to fight Palkia and Garatina?
I'm not sure if that was canonical or not, or whether they were holding back or not. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if
Palkia has no reason to hold back. Palkia is trying to kill you.
I know that in the situation, because he thinks that you fucked with time and space. I know what you're talking about, but the thing is, the reason why you can't scale them to Primal Dialga, because there's actually a reasoning why you're able to fight him and stuff like that. Dudes can go and haywire and crazy and all that stuff, and he isn't, his usual stuff like that. But the moment you start like bringing out Palkia, I don't know, it starts falling apart and it becomes very odd, honestly.
Well,
But
there
would
you
they be the strongest protagonists out of the Mystery Dungeon series?
Sure, yeah, they would. Because like they literally just fight Dialga, who, well, like I said, a very weakened and like not in control Dialga, but still, nonetheless Dialga. And the like second strongest protagonist would be the ones that fought Dark Matter, who created like an entire realm with stars and stuff, which is like 4A. But yeah. I generally like, I know most series dungeon scaling and all stuff, but I generally just like to deal with the main series, main in quotes, because everything in Pokemon is virtually canon. It's weird.
Oh, don't tell me you're gonna give me the whole Skyrim shit like, oh, the mods are canon.
No, not that. It's not that level of everything is canon, but you know.
Fucking Skyrim, fucking just Elder Scrolls in general can go fuck itself.
Oh, did someone really try to argue that mods were canon?
Yeah, yeah, I've had that on my live streams. They were saying that technically mods are canon because it's confirmed that like every character's experience is I actually forgot what the exact thing was, but yeah, basically. Wait, hang on, where the hell is she?
I think they're arguing that based on the whole Dreamer stuff and the whole Godhead stuff, which doesn't validate mods because they're not canon. That doesn't prove their existence in verse. You know.
So are you telling me that the Skyrim where they have Thomas the Tank Engine enemies is canonical?
Apparently so.
Where every time the dragon breathes fire, it just plays the theme song.
I mean, you can see why that logic falls apart quickly if you were to go with that assumption, but
Almost running some stop people. Fuck, I'm running low on fucking XP capsules. What the fuck? Oh wow, right now red ones. Am I already extended the Beast Head's powers? Watch one of my fucking videos. Damn it. Crashed again. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this stream. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video.